Raider Nation, what's going on? It's Mitchell Renz here from Chat Sports, and you are watching the Raiders Report. Coming up here on our live show, we're going to get into the latest around Jaylon Smith, Troy Hill. We're also going to look at Ronnie Harrison because I've been asked probably over the last week, hey, Mitch, is there any chance that the Raiders sign one of those three players? So I do have an update on all three of those guys that we'll discuss today. We're also going to look at the top 10 players that I want Raider Nation to watch in the first preseason game going up against the San Francisco 49ers. As always, you can get those questions, comments up on screen right over here with the hashtag Raiders or Super Chat. And then the final part of today's show, well, actually, the first part, that's how we're going to kick off today's show. Raiders Colts Week 17 simulation. And you know what? Everybody welcome in Jeremy.
Raider Nation! Woo!
All right, that's it. We'll see you guys Thursday.
Let's go!
Holy shit, he is amped up. And if you want to shout out from Ric Flair over here, spam Raider Nation for life down in the comments.
Let's go.
He said he had to use the bathroom before starting the show. I'm starting to wonder what he was doing in there.
Mom! Bathroom!
Bathroom! Also, it is official. Kareem Hunt going to the New Orleans Saints. Or actually, no, that's a lie. Kareem Hunt had a great visit with the Saints and is now on his way to the Colts.
Oh.
So it didn't sound like that's a done deal yet, but Kareem Hunt is on his way to Indianapolis.
Read Eric M's chat.
What did Eric say? Chuggs, I am in the DMV and you almost gave this old lady a heart attack. Holy shit, that's funny.
Oh.
Well, that's not funny, but it's funny that you're at the DMV. Is you ever have one of those things where you just like leave your volume on and then like that's what happened? He's sitting there in line. He's like, I got 5 more people ahead of me.
Number 42.
Woo! Oh,
Do you remember that commercial? I don't know if it was Geico or State Farm where the dude is at the deli counter and they call his name and he's like, woo, cold cuts. And he slams the meat down.
Yes, I do remember that one. That's an old school, though.
Dude, love that commercial.
Also, now the fact that Kareem Hunt has a visit with Indianapolis, do we have to restart the sim?
Let's get this sim done quick before he signs.
All right, y'all. Let me know down in the comments section. Then we'll go to the super chat from Jordan. What player are you most excited to watch against the San Francisco 49ers this upcoming week? Let me know what you guys have to say while those votes are rolling in. Let's head on over here to Jordan. Instead of a Raiders tattoo, get a Raiders Report tattoo, Mitch. That would be cold. Also, rewatching your Colts live rant from last year is still funny. I am just convinced that more people tune into our post-game reaction shows when the Raiders lose to watch me have a mental breakdown. Like, even my friends from college, they'll be like, dude, I just tune in to watch you have a mental breakdown. A Raiders Report tattoo is an intriguing idea.
Oh.
I've thought about it. I've actually done a lot more research into my Raiders tattoo that I will end up getting done sooner rather than later. I don't know exactly when it's going to end up going down, but
interesting.
I like the idea. I have a cool idea in my mind. I've been talking to a few tattoo artists. Also, some NFL news here. Jadeveon Clowney is going to be visiting with the Baltimore Ravens. Kind of a cool thing.
Tyler!
Kind of a cool thing there. Jadeveon Clowney visiting with the Baltimore Ravens today.
For this question, we've gotten a ton of Zamir White, Michael Mayer, and Amik Robertson.
Really?
Also, for that commercial that we were talking about, Icky Woods.
Icky Woods. Yep.
Cold cuts. Woo!
Juan Hernandez is going to go with Zamir White. Zamir from Redefine. Michael Mayer from Venom Sosa. Jakorian Bennett from Ryan Robinson. I see Mayer, O'Connell, and Bennett all from ICE. Mayer from Raider Win. Where do you stand? What player are you most excited to watch against the Niners? Obviously, we're going to be live here, and if you don't know, Chuggs and I will be live for the watch party So make sure you subscribe. We're going to get the show started an hour before kickoff to really get it going. Battling the Niners channel as well. Who are you most excited to watch?
I'm most excited to watch. I'm going to give you an offense and a defense.
All right, I appreciate that.
On offense, I'm most excited to watch kind of like the right guard spot.
Okay.
Tane Moody, Greg Van Roten.
Okay.
What do they do with these backup linemen? Who's going to start? I feel like we have 4 pieces of the puzzle. We just need the 5th piece of Exodia to get the whole Raiders offensive line together. Shout out if you know that reference.
I don't.
5th piece of Exodia, the real ones now. On defense, I'm excited to see the linebacker position.
Okay.
What happens with Luke Masterson, Amari Burney, some of these guys. Obviously, we know Divine Diablo's going to be the head man for the linebacking core. What about the other guys? What about the other, the rest of the depth chart for the linebacker spot? I still feel like that's a little muddled to me.
A little muddled?
A little muddled.
A little muddled?
A little muddy.
Apparently it's a Yu-Gi-Oh reference, which I played Yu-Gi-Oh, or I don't know. Do you play Yu-Gi-Oh? I don't know. I had Yu-Gi-Oh cards.
With the cards.
Yeah. One of my buddies, I remember, bought the thing that whatever the hell the guy's name used to wear, and you could actually put the Yu-Gi-Oh cards like on the thing.
Oh yeah, and it had like the 5 slots, and then you pull from the deck.
Yeah, I thought that was the coolest thing I've ever seen in my entire life.
Oh yeah, the 5th piece of Exodia. It's like that master card, and then it was like you get a leg.
Exodius.
Yes.
Is it Exodius or Exodia?
I think it's Exodia.
All right, I don't know. I do know what you're talking about, though.
Let's talk more Raiders.
I agree. Coming up here on the Raiders Report, let's look at the Blue Eyes White Dragon, because that's the only Yu-Gi-Oh card that I remember. With the Raiders preseason game coming up here, a lot of guys pictured in 49ers gear. However, Jimmy Garoppolo is a member of the Las Vegas Raiders, and I do think that there's a little bit of a question here because San Francisco, they got Trey Lance, Brock Purdy, and Sam Darnold. My question to every single person that's watching right now is, who's the best quarterback on screen? Is it Jimmy G, type JG? Do you think it's Trey Lance, TL, Sam Darnold, SD, or is it Brock Purdy, type BP? Chuggs, I know what Purdy did last season. I think Trey Lance is the most athletic one out of the bunch. Sam Darnold, obviously a very highly touted player coming out of USC. But if I had to win one game right now, I'm taking Garoppolo. I know what the training camp stuff is. I will say I need to see what Purdy looks like after the injury that he sustained. I have never been a believer in Trey Lance, and I have never been a believer in Sam Darnold. Do you agree with me in saying that Garoppolo is the best quarterback pictured here? You don't. It's okay. I think it's Garoppolo. A lot of Brock Purdy's in the chat, too, from Gilbert Herschel.
I think it might be Purdy.
Okay.
And the only reason I'm saying that is because I believe in Shanahan and Purdy more than I believe in McDaniels and Garoppolo.
Well, that's not what I asked. I believe in Shanahan more than...
Well, it has to be in consideration because that's who's going to be coaching these guys for this next season.
Holy shit.
Oh! Ventrack! Bang!
Oh, shit!
Oh, shit!
Ventrack from the top rope. Back from my Indy vacay. Did you watch our Madden Sim while you were there? Toward Lucas Oil Stadium. Nice place, but it's no Death Star. Looks like Sim Raiders kicked ass while I was gone. Playoffs next.
Great game yesterday.
Yesterday was almost too good to be true. In fact, I still don't really believe that the Raiders beat Kansas City, but I believe right now the Raiders are on a 3-game win streak for Madden. They took down the Vikings, they took down the Chargers, and now they took down the Chiefs. If you could, show me the AFC playoff picture, because what I also been doing, y'all, is if the Raiders make the playoffs in the Madden Sim, we will run the Madden Sim. Here's the problem. There's a lot of 9-6 football teams out there, and the tiebreakers, the way that they go right now is combined strength of schedule. So right now the division leader is the Cincinnati Bengals, but what's really interesting is the Bengals and the Chiefs, they play next week, technically in week 17. The Bills then, you got the Jags. The Jags are the division leader. But then Ravens, Dolphins, Chargers, and Raiders all sitting at 9 and 6.
And the Dolphins own the tiebreaker.
Well, they own the head-to-head.
With
the Raiders.
The Raiders.
Correct, yeah. The Raiders and Chargers can be split, though I have to redo my math because the Raiders have an easier chance, I actually believe, of jumping Baltimore than they do either Miami or the Chargers. It's kind of a wild thing, but what I do think this shows is essentially how talented the AFC is this upcoming season. Like, there's going to be a lot of really good football teams coming out of this division, and I do think it's any man's game.
There's going to be a lot of good teams that don't make the playoffs.
Correct. I mean, there's a lot of, and I mean a lot of very talented football teams
Speaking of that,
out there.
Today's game, huge.
Huge
for the Raiders.
Huge.
Who you got? LV for the Raiders, IND for the Colts.
Yeah, let me know down in the comments right now, LV for the Raiders or IND for the Indianapolis Colts. You know what I also just realized, though? Now that I looked at that playoff picture, I think I got to update it. I don't think I have it right. I literally don't think I have it right. I know I don't have it right. I'm going to have to send you a new team.
Are you shitting me?
I'm not shitting you. Because I'm looking at that, and I'm like, I'm definitely missing something. I am.
You shitting me?
I'm not shitting you.
Who are we missing?
You're going to hate me. You are going to absolutely hate me. Yeah, we got to add the Jets.
Where?
The Jets actually, according to this Madden sim, have a better record than Buffalo. Shambles, man. I'm telling you, we're in shambles.
So, what's the Jets' record?
So the Jets they have 11 wins and 4 losses. I know, and I'm looking at it. So that puts the Jets at number 3. The Jags stay at 4. Bills go to 5. Ravens go to 6. Chargers.
Are you sure?
Yes.
Shit.
I'm looking at it right now because I remember.
Jets are 11 and 4.
Yes. I'm not shitting you. I'm mad at myself because I showed the wrong one then last week.
Yep.
I know I did.
So then that means the Bills.
The Bills are the 5. Ravens are 6. Dolphins 7. And then you can put the Chargers down there with the Raiders.
Buffalo is 10
and 5. Throw all the L's my way.
And then
I know.
Who would be the 6th seed?
Huh?
6th seed would be Buffalo?
No, 6 is Baltimore.
I mean, yeah, that's what I meant. Baltimore.
And then 7 is Miami.
Baltimore at 9 and 6.
Yep. Hang on, we'll get it figured out here.
Miami at 9 and 6.
We'll get it figured out. We're almost there. Almost there. And then just put LV and LAC down near the bottom. So this is an even bigger game than I originally expected. Raiders, Colts. All right, here we go. Now we got the updated look here at the AFC playoff picture. Here as it stands, the Bengals, the Chiefs, the Jets, the Jags, then the Bills, Ravens, Dolphins, and then Raiders and Chargers right now would not make it at 9 and 6.
Raiders beat the Jets.
Huh?
Raiders beat the Jets.
I know they did, but even if they were tied, I think the Jets would easily have the tiebreaker because of the AFC wins.
Yeah.
I mean, the Raiders have beaten the Chiefs, and they have beaten the Jets.
So is this a must-win?
I mean, it's kind of looking like that because I'm looking at my rankings here, and I obviously did not account for the Jets to even be a part of this, but the more and more I look at it, you might have to beat Indianapolis. It'll be close. I do know you have to win at least one game.
3 AFC East teams in here.
Yeah. Yeah. Hey, we'll see what ends up going down, but this is our updated look here at the AFC playoff picture.
Oh, damn.
I know. Throw the L's my way. I deserve it. I deserve it. Can you also, while you're getting up, grab my boot? Because I got to add someone to the Boot Hall of Fame, Venthrak. Yep, I know. I kept it out there. I didn't know if Ron was going to be in the show or not.
We taking some shots for 100?
You want to take a shot?
I'll take some shots.
All right, I'll take a shot for 100. That's it, though. I'm not drinking today. Get your score predictions in. Las Vegas Raiders up against the Indianapolis Colts. That's actually how we start off our show. We're going to start our show today a little bit different. We're going to do the Madden simulation, and then I'll go into the top players to watch for the San Francisco 49ers, or against San Francisco, I guess I should say. And then we will do the latest around Jaylon Smith, Troy Hill. We'll talk about some of these players here that I've been asked about. I've reached out to some people. There is a chance that the Raiders sign Ronnie Harrison, Jaylon Smith, and Troy Hill. All of that is still a possibility. Yeah, it's kind of wild. Dude, all this Damon Arnett stuff that keeps on popping out, I'm not really surprised around it. It's a very sad story that a guy wanted to be a gangbanger more than an NFL player, but that's just the unfortunate part when I think people don't have certain role models on their side. All right, Loco Uno is going to go with 21-17. Raiders win. We got Raiders win 24-21 right after that. Ryan Robinson, 34-21. Raiders dub. Mario, 30-24 with the victory. Jaden, 40-34. Uh-oh, Josh McDaniels is in the chat. Can anybody help him get a T-shirt? What do you got there? The Great Tuna. Hey, you guys know the deal. Brandon, if you're in the chat, that's a Chuggs boot. You know the deal. Levi, 19-16 with a win. We got Thogador screaming Raiders. Queen Sarah Otto, 25-19. Raiders win. Secret Sancho, 17-10. Raiders getting the win. Oh, boy, I know I almost spilled that one on you. Zon, what are the standings? I'm glad you asked because we got them updated right now. Cheers to Ventrac. $100 super chat. It's all the drinking that I'm going to do today. I hope you guys know. Ventrac, forgot my score prediction. You're good. What are you doing? Yeah, you got a little schmutz. Whew. Wow. That catches up on you. That, it tastes like it. Spicy. Spicy brown. Spicy brown. We got 480 people watching, yet only 123 likes. Queen, I need you, Queen. Robert Jansen, yeah, F-those San Francisco 49ers. If you guys haven't already, welcome in Mount Raidermore legend David Zahn. I also think I saw Patrick B join a little bit earlier. What up, Kent? Would you rather have Dalvin Cook for $4 million or Josh Jacobs for $10 million? It's a great question. I think that there's two ways that you can answer this. If I am looking at it just for this upcoming season, Dalvin Cook at 4 or Josh Jacobs at 10, I'll probably take Cook at 4. However, Dalvin Cook last season was one of the most, I don't want to use the word unreliable, but inefficient, that's the word I'm looking for, inefficient running backs in the National Football League where Jacobs was much better. If this season does truly not matter in terms of what the record is for the Silver and Black, I'll go with Dalvin Cook. But the biggest reason here why, if I was Mark Davis, if I was McDaniels and Ziegler, that I would go with Josh Jacobs is two reasons. One, you got to put butts in seats. The Week 17, Week 18 game last season where there was more Niners, more Chiefs fans there, that's absolutely heartbreaking. On top of that, I want to be able to show my star players that we are willing to pay you coming off a big season because the hope is that sooner rather than later, the Raiders are going to be competing for a Super Bowl. And if you need to bring in big-time free agents, Philadelphia has done a great job with that. You bring in big guys that can help you chase that ultimate dream. But if this season does not matter, I'll go with the cheaper option in Dalvin Cook. However, Josh Jacobs is clearly, and I mean clearly, the better running back. Let's go to Steve. What up, boys? Just saying hi. Been a while. Thanks for all you do. Steve, cheers to you, my dude. Raiders win 27-24. Let's now go to Ventrac. I don't know what DS's profile picture is. Forgot my score prediction. 27, Colts 13. Yikes. We'll have to see what ends up going down here, but Raiders right now are tied for 8th in the AFC playoff picture with a 9-6 record. That's kind of wild if you ask me. Definitely kind of wild.
Huge game.
All right, here we go. Your final opportunity to get those score predictions in. And then it's time to get into a Raiders and Colts scoreboard prediction. Let's go.
Funny thing is, I almost put on the Zahn jersey today.
You did.
I was between this and the Zahn. It was a toss-up.
Well, we could probably, I will say, whoever is the MVP of our show on Thursday, so whatever Thursday is, I'm getting a call from Florida. Should I answer it?
Yes.
Should I answer it? Call from Florida? Is this you, Florida? Hello, Mitchell Renz, live on the Raiders Report. Hey. I'm doing good, man. Unfortunately, though, I'm live on YouTube right now, so I can't really talk. But you have a good day. All right.
Yeah.
Thank you. I don't know. I always wonder.
Have you considered renewing your vehicle's warranty?
No, I haven't.
I was wondering who it was. I was wondering if one of y'all tried to give me a phone call here. $1 super chat, and I'll put Jeremy's cell phone in the chat right now. Oh, actually, good vibes, though. It's good vibes only.
Oh.
Yeah, some Florida man was calling me. All right, y'all, who's ready to get into this Raiders-Colts watch party?
Oh.
You ready?
I'm ready. Are you ready?
That would be kind of a fun game to play. Like Mitch roulette contact, where it's like, I'm going to pick one random number that I have in my cell phone, put it in the chat, and just have everybody text that person. Go Raiders. You don't know who it is. I won't tell you who it is. It's kind of a fun game.
Should I put?
No. You shouldn't. That's a terrible idea. I kind of like the idea. But one thing I was saying, whoever's the MVP of our show on Thursday, if I have your jersey, I will end up wearing your jersey when the Raiders play the San Francisco 49ers in the first preseason game. What do you got for me?
This guy's saying his profile picture is me covered in peanut butter.
That's the DS picture.
Oh,
I don't know if it looks like you.
That's funny, though.
I don't know what it looks like. Would you ever cover yourself in peanut butter?
If I did, that's what I would look like.
Yeah. I mean, I would say we would try it here. However, I'm pretty sure Sam would have to take a PTO day. So I guess we can't do that. All right, y'all.
Oh,
I'm done procrastinating here. Shout out to today's MVP so far, Venthrak. If you haven't already, spam Venthrak down below because sounds like Venthrak's trying to get a little bit wild today, and I do not blame him whatsoever. Coming up now. Oh, man. Hang on a second. Chris Jones just tweeted KC ... I love you. Chief star defensive tackle, KC ... I love you. I mean, he's been wanting a new deal. What if they don't give it to him? And what if they're shipping him off? That would be amazing. I'm telling you this right now. If Chris Jones got traded like Tyreek Hill did, we would be live here. I would say screw the Madden simulation and let's get this party rocking and rolling. Patrick, super chat time.
Did you let Harrison know?
I don't know. I mean, it's on TweetDeck or XDeck, whatever the frick it's called now. I have no idea. Patrick, hey, y'all. I'm from South Carolina, where we did a 2-quarterback situation. Can the genius do this? Your thoughts? A 2-quarterback situation? I don't want a 2-quarterback situation. I am a big believer. If you got 2 QBs, you don't got any. I do think Aidan O'Connell is the way that this team wants to go for the future. However, no. It's going to be Jimmy Garoppolo. You want your quarterback to keep that hot hand.
Eric!
Eric sending some good vibes.
Let's go.
You know what? I appreciate that, Eric. I also appreciate everyone who always tuned in and everyone who always has the notifications on because, hey, you guys help us out a lot here.
I'll tell you this right now. If we get 5 more good vibes, I'll do a beer shot fund.
Wow. ESPN is launching their own sports book. Kind of wild.
Oh, wow.
How much?
5 more vibes.
5 more vibes for a what?
A beer shot fun.
A beer shot fun. So a beer chug. For 5 more good vibes. You're selling your soul today. I appreciate it. I
It's
respect
all about
it.
the vibes.
I guess. I feel like this is going to turn into like...
Queen Sarah Auto!
All right, so does that mean we need 4 more good vibes?
4 more good vibes.
If you don't know how to find the vibe, it's a thing on Super Chat. There's a foam finger. You click on that, and underneath, it's good vibes.
Yep.
So you're telling me 3 more vibes.
4 more. Now.
3 more.
Now 3 more.
3 more vibes.
Because Eric just put in another one.
Eric said, you know what? I see your vibe, and I'll raise you one.
I'll raise you a Raider.
Scheffler says, I got some good vibes going.
2 more vibes.
2 more vibes.
Brandon!
First time Super Chatter. Here we go. 1 more vibe. Who's it going to be?
Dakota Allen!
Mario!
Woo!
Go get that shot fun.
Dakota vibe.
I'm not doing it. You got it. I believe in you. I believe in you. Holy cow. All right, y'all. Chuggs is going to go get that beer shot fun. If you don't know what it is literally a tool that looks like a shotgun. It's not, though. And it's got a thing that you put a beer inside, you cock it, giggity, pull the trigger, so it basically puts a hole in both ends of it, shoots it right down your throat. Another giggity. The problem with it, though, is it's got to be ice cold. That's what makes it difficult. We tried 1 year. I shouldn't say 1 year. What up, Cruz? First time Super Chatter. That's what's up. We tried 1 game to do it with warm beer, and there was one guy that was working here that unfortunately, I think he regretted it because it was an instant blowback. I'm talking, it was something that you probably would have had to delete your history for. All right, Chuggs is going to load up the shot fun. If you don't know what it is, again, I did my best to explain it. So you have 1 beer. In this case, we got a Happy Father, Death Row. You got to load it correctly. Put it in there. Giggity. Lock it up. And then all Chuggs has to do is cock it and pull the trig.
Can we get some more good vibes? Can we get some more good vibes? Let's go.
Spam good vibes down in the chat. Come on. Put them in the chat. Here we go. And I want you all to just say goodbye to JD1. See you later, JD. Na 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 na. Na 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 na. See you later, JD. What up, Joshua Garcia? Doreen, Mario, Eric, Venthrak getting those good vibes going. I got Husker Raider in the chat. What up, Husker? Oscar. We got Raiders win. Husker Raider, the first person ever to hit the Raiders report gong. Ever.
Yeah.
The first ever to hit the gong. Husker Raider. Zalesbo, Juan Hernandez, Richard, Alex, Jorge, Robert. Are you going to do this?
I was waiting for you.
I'm waiting for you. Here we go, Jeremy Chuggs, good vibes only. If the Raiders are going to make the playoffs in Madden, this is a big, big game. Honestly, I thought 1 would be enough to get in. I don't know.
Woo!
Your eyes are watering.
It was really cold.
I know. I explained the fact that it needs to be cold. It's kind of brutal, man. Robert Jansen. What up, John Scheffler? Robert again. David BS. Chad Smith. Just win, baby, from John. Once Jeremy gets back in here, we will officially get our Raiders Colts Week 17 watch party underway. What date is this? Is this technically like New Year's Day? Right? Is it technically New Year's Day or New Year's Eve, this game? I think it's technically New Year's Eve. Yeah, I think it's technically New Year's Eve. Everybody say happy birthday to Chuck. Chuck's birthday, New Year's Eve. Love your vids, Andrew. Andrew, I love your last name. I've always been a big fan of mac and cheese. Are you going like a SpongeBob shaped or just the generic mac and cheese? Shells. Oh, okay.
I'm going shells every day.
Shells every day. Ooh, fair enough. Also here, appreciate Robert, Timmy. Yes, today is technically Chuck's birthday if it is New Year's Eve. All right, without further ado, Raiders, Colts, Week 17 Madden Simulation coming up right now. Raider Nation, what's going on? It's Mitchell Renz here, and you're watching the Raiders Report. Coming up, Week 17. It's kind of crazy. It's Christmas Eve, which means it's not Christmas Eve. It's New Year's Eve. It's off to a rough start here, which means it's technically Chuck's birthday. Let me know down in the comment section who you got. Type LV for the Raiders or IND for the Indianapolis Colts. As we enter this game, as it stands right now on Madden, the Raiders, 9-6 record. The Indianapolis Colts, 4-11. I'm not going to lie to y'all, though. I am a little bit nervous that we're going to have a letdown game because the Raiders last week beat the Kansas City Chiefs on Christmas, which now puts the Raiders at 9-6 overall. And if you look at the AFC West standings, you got the Chiefs at 11-4. Chargers and Raiders both at 9-6. Chargers hold the tiebreaker with strength of schedule. And then the Broncos, the lonely, lonely donkeys, at the very, very bottom with not so much of a nice record at 6-9. So I know a lot of y'all are wondering, all right, Mitch, we got 2 games left. Raiders have a shot to make the playoffs. You're right. And as it stands right now, here is the AFC playoff picture. You got the division-leading Cincinnati Bengals. Cool thing, though, Bengals Chiefs, they play next week. Then the New York Jets at 11-4. The Jacksonville Jaguars at 9-6. Buffalo Bills sitting there at 10-5. Ravens, Dolphins, they would make the playoffs due to tiebreakers. Then actually the Raiders and the Chargers both sitting there in the hunt at 9-6. It's going to be really interesting to see what ends up going down here as these games continue. To make sure that you don't miss our final Madden Simulation live game, it's going to be on Thursday, August 10th against the Denver Broncos. I believe it is a win and get in scenario. We will figure out what the other playoff dates will end up being once this Madden season does conclude. But before we get into the actual game, here's going to be your final opportunity to get those score predictions in. Raiders, Colts, if I had to guess, I'd say the Raiders, even though they're on the road, probably about a 3.5-point favorite. Lost last season to Jeff Saturday and the Indianapolis Colts 26-21. I'll be curious to see what Anthony Richardson looks like in this football game. Jonathan Taylor is going to be playing in this one as well. So you got Jacobs, you got Taylor, 2 very unhappy running backs in the current state as I am making this video. But without further ado, it's time to go to Lucas Oil Stadium, and let's go Raiders. This is a big-time game. I'm telling you this right now. If the Raiders are 9-6 and the playoff picture looks the way that it does for our Madden season, this is going to be an insane ball game, and I mean an insane game. What up, Ice? What up, Die Hard? I'm sorry, Ice. I didn't mean to remind you, man. We got Joel Allen. Jeremy, if you're rooting for the Raiders today, can I get a Raiders in the chat? I'll give you some shout-outs here for those of you that are watching this live. Much appreciated. The Kirk. What up, Queen? What up, Mario? What up, Robert? Keep them going. Keep them coming. We got Queen Serrato, Venthrak, Tyler, Raiders, E.G., Andrew, El Loco, Ken, Frank, Zalesbo. I got Raider Dabs, Tadashi, David B.S. This is going to be one hell of a football game here for AFC matchup. Thugador, Shav, big-time game here. Hopefully coming out for Michael Mayer, Jimmy Garoppolo. He's been healthy the whole season, so that's good news. Though, again, it is Madden, and I don't know. If he would have got injured in this season, I don't know how I would have felt about it, but there's almost a part of me that wonders him playing all 17 games, is that more unrealistic than him missing a game or 2? I don't have the answer to that, but hey, 480 people, Indianapolis Colts kicker getting ready to send this one away. Yep. Back to receive it is Tre Tucker. You got to stop. 8-minute quarters is how we do this. Here we go. And I am going to bring the energy. If you all haven't realized that, that's on you. Is that Frank Reich? Yeah. Okay. Now with the Carolina Panthers. You're such a child. I can't with you. Everybody throw corn and tomatoes at Jeremy because I don't know if you guys can hear him or not. He's got to slow his roll. Here we go. Game's underway, week 17. And Tucker's going to take a knee here. It's going to come out to the 25-yard line. Mace G, I made it. What up, ma'am? We see you, Ken. We see you, Ken. Garoppolo has had a bit of an up and down season. Lots, and I mean lots of turnovers. Scheffler Chuggs, only one drinking today. Probably. I'm good. I will drink, though, plenty on Thursday. That I can guarantee you. 0-0 is the score. Raiders got to start hot here. Detain Moody in at right guard, so the same offensive line is still in the game. You got Colt Miller, follow that by Dylan Parham, Andre James. That's your left side and your center. Right guard Moody, and then Jermaine Illuminor lining up there at right tackle. Jacobs is the running back. Adams in the slot. Garoppolo handoff left side. Jacobs, he's going to get a yard. 2nd down and 9. Coming up here. What? I mean, there's at times with this game where I feel like they get forward progress way too much. Like, there's some runs I'm like, oh, he lost, or easily lost a yard. And they're like, no, he gained a yard. 2nd down and 9. 0-0 is the score. 7 minutes, 30 seconds to go. Colts are going to bring 4. Garoppolo. I don't know. That was a balloon. I'm pretty sure there was Deflategate. That was too much Flakegate. I mean, that looked like that football was filled with helium. I have no idea what that was. WTF, man. WTF. Joel Allen says, like the video, so you better do it. 3rd down and 9. Colts bring 4. Garoppolo throws, middle, open, caught. Mayer, 1st down. 29-yard pickup for the rookie tight end out of Notre Dame. You know what, Jeremy? I really like that question down below. Who's the better running back? Type JJ for Josh Jacobs or type JT for Jonathan Taylor. I guess you could also type 8 or 28. Either one will work. Not surprised, though, that many Raider fans going with JJ. Ball at the 46-yard line. Garoppolo shotgun. Looks like both tight ends are on the field. Adams by himself, and, man, Adams was open, but this is a nice little screen setup here by McDaniels, by Jacobs, and it's a big 1st down, Raiders. Yeah, I mean, the Raiders had a lot of guys open on that right side. They had Adams wide open. I think that was Hunter Renfrow open on the right side. Still a nice screen. Seemed like no matter what that play was going to be made. 1st down and 10. Jacobs. 1 catch for 11 yards. 6 minutes and 34 seconds to go here in the first quarter of action. Ball at the 35. Garoppolo under center. Both tight ends in the game to the right side. That's Michael Mayer, Austin Hooper. Jimmy G looks. Step back. Back foot. Missile. Caught. We'll see if it stands. There's a flag down. I'm worried this one might be coming back. Personal foul. Roughing the passer. Touchdown's going to stand. If there's one thing I know, Jimmy Garoppolo, back foot, 40-yard missiles, locked and loaded, you can't make it up. It's unbelievable. Touchdown, Raiders. And now the silver and black are up 6-0. I think he's better off his back foot. I'm going to be more upset this upcoming season. If Garoppolo throws with both feet on the ground, I'm going to be mad. That's all I'm saying, man. Touchdown, Jimmy G. Touchdown, Jacoby Myers. Daniel Carlson out to kick the extra point. What a great hold there by Aidan O'Connell. Kicks up, kick is good. For Las Vegas, no doubt. 5 plays, 76 yards, less than 2 minutes. Here's the funny part that you're not telling everyone. That's the only points the Raiders are going to score the rest of the game. I think so. Because the way that this Madden game goes is Raiders are great their first drive. You go back and look at every Madden sim that we've done. Raiders, great first drive. After that, dog shit. It's not been good, man. But hey, we're keeping the good vibes going. Keeping the good vibes going. 7-0. Raiders got the lead, and here comes Indianapolis. Back foot Jimmy. There you go. Jimmy back foot. Jimmy back foot, and I don't care. Kicks away. It's going to be returned here at the 5-yard line. This is a hell of a return. That was the most unnecessary spin I've ever seen in my entire life. He spun the wrong way. Did anybody else see that spin? What on earth is that? I just don't get it. That was bad. That was really bad. Who's the quarterback? Anthony Richardson. All right. I'm not going to lie. At first, I thought I saw Teddy Bridgewater, and I was like, dude, this is so wrong. I don't know what that spin was. User error. It's got to be something. I mean, that's literally what it was. He was literally running, but instead of spinning this way, dude spun that way. Made no sense. Here we go. Raiders defense on the field. Anthony Richardson in at quarterback. I know this. If I was the Raiders, you'd have to have a QB spy. Marcus Peters, I'm pretty sure just need that guy. Jonathan Taylor, he said, tackle? Nah. It's just eat this. 2nd down and 5 coming up here. I think that's my favorite part of these Madden Sims, where the shit that happens, you got to laugh at. 2nd and 5, Richardson. You got to put Spillane on Richardson, QB spy. Handoff, Taylor. It's a big hole. Makes a few guys miss. Down to the 45-yard line. 1st down, Indianapolis. I mean, the Colts are going to run the football a ton this upcoming season. If you were to ask me what teams are the most likely to lead the NFL in rushing yards, I'd say Indianapolis, Baltimore, San Francisco, and I'll go with the Miami Dolphins. Also, I think Atlanta is a sneaky team to lead the league in rushing yards as well. But a lot of running coming up here for Indy. The Raiders, they got to win up front. If they lose up front in this matchup, it's going to be a big, long game. 1st down and 10. Ball at the 45-yard line. Richardson under center, and it's a fake handoff. Richardson's going to scramble. Throws. Did he get it in? Did not. Incomplete. Feet out of bounds. 2nd down and 10 coming up. I mean, I will say the ball coming out of Richardson's hand in this game, it's coming out quick. Effortless, strong arm. I forget who for Indy the other day was talking about Richardson, and they were like, he looks like a Madden create your player, how big and strong he is. Run left side. What a great tackle by Tyree Wilson, saving a 1st down. And Jeremy, I need you to get loud.
It's a 3rd down.
Let's go. Ball at the 49. Richardson bunches to the right. Looking, throws, and he missed them. That's what you're going to get with Richardson. You're going to have wide open receivers, and he's just going to miss them. The accuracy is not there. The touch is not there. Is he athletic? No doubt about it. But those are the throws that there's going to be times that he just simply misses. Indianapolis brings out their punting unit, and the punt is away. Back to receive the kick is DeAndre Carter, and he's not going to get an opportunity to return it 3 yards. 1st down and 10. And here comes the Raiders offense again, led by Jimmy G-Spot. Let me know what's going to happen here on this drive. Type TD, field goal, turnover, or punt. What will happen here on this Raiders drive? We sending some good vibes for a touchdown. What do you think is going to happen? Yeah, is that what you think? 1st down and 10, Garoppolo under center. Drops back, looking, hit. Still caught by Hooper, and he's going to lose. He got back to line of scrimmage somehow. That's one of those plays where I'm like, I don't know how, but we'll take it. 2nd down and 10. Come on, Raiders, let's go. Good vibes from El Loco Nicola. John Cosby says punt. Hooper and Mayer on the left side. Looks like Jacoby Myers. Adams by himself. It's going to be a handoff. Jacobs. He made Quiddy Pay miss, but was unable to get much after that. I think he got back to the line of scrimmage. 3rd down and 10 coming up here for the silver and black. Let's go Raiders. Come on. Let's get some Raiders going in the chat. 3rd down and 10. 3 minutes and 30 seconds to go here in the first quarter of our Week 17 Madden Simulation at Lucas Oil Stadium. 3rd and 10. Garoppolo steps up into this one, and it's completed. Hooper. I'm telling you, Jimmy Garoppolo is better on one foot. Tell me I'm wrong. First throw, touchdown to Myers, back foot, slings it. This one, he was on his front foot. He's better on one foot. He was still on his back foot, but he stepped into it weird. That's missile. First down, Las Vegas. Here we go. I'm telling you, Garoppolo, I'd love to see what his arm strength is, because if it's anything less than 98, I don't believe you. Because he is chucking the rock in this Madden sim. Here we go. Handoff. Jacobs. Tackle by DeForest Buckner. Not a lot of running room there. 3 carries for 3 yards for the Raiders' star running back. Overall, though, total yards 101. Juice 89. Do you think we'll see Aidan O'Connell this season? And Madden, probably not. Regular season, though, if Garoppolo gets hurt, then yeah, it's going to be Aidan O'Connell. 2nd and 8. Fake handoff to Jacobs. Garoppolo, he's got to get rid of it. And somehow he's able to hang on to that football. And he gets sacked. I don't think that that's on Colton Miller. To me, Jimmy's got to be able to feel that pressure. He just simply held on to that football way too long. I don't know how he didn't fumble that ball. Better stadium, Lucas Oil or Allegiant? Better stadium, outdoor or a dome? I'll take a dome. I would want a dome stadium.
I love some good dome.
You said that, not me. However, the Coliseum was legit. It's all right. 3rd and 13. I'm more of a retractable roof guy. Garoppolo scrambles. I can't wait to see this. Oh, Christ. I don't know what that was. Not enough good vibes. He had to scramble, and luckily was just able to get rid of that one, man. And it's going to fall harmlessly to the ground. I would blame it on the O-line from Braden. Fair enough. Jimmy G has had some horrible awareness for years. For years, apparently. 7-0. Raiders punt this one away. Fair caught. Ball's going to be here at the 21-yard line. If you guys are looking for more free Raiders videos every single day, hey, we're your one-stop shop. Let me earn your subscription. It's 100% free. Hit that subscribe button. Turn on those notifications. Free Raiders videos every single day. What up, Venthrak? I agree, but if I was actually a fan, would you rather be in a dome or in the snow freezing? Okay, I disagree. 1st and 10, ball to 23. And if you guys are just joining us, there is some NFL news to discuss. Richardson's going to tuck it and run, and oh my Lord, he's fast. All the way down to the 50. That run right there, that was like Cam Newton. That was me probably going to be using the Colts in Madden after looking at that Anthony Richardson run. I mean, homeboy was moving. Marcus Peters today, though, is taking no prisoners. He's just laying dudes out. Mitch is my favorite Twitch streamer. I don't stream on Twitch. I could. I don't. 7-0. Raiders got the lead. Ball's at midfield here. Anthony Richardson under center. Handoff Taylor. And he's not going to go very far. Tackle made by Chandler Jones. Can I get some D's in the chat? Can I get some D's in the chat? Rebel said, in a dome, just don't fart. I mean, how many farts inside of a dome would it take for it to be like, oh, wow, I smell that? 2-8, oh, man, 2nd and 8. Throws, caught. It's going to be a first down, Indianapolis. Richardson today, 2 of 4 for 14 yards. His ability to run, though, after that play, the Raiders playing a lot more soft. Michael Pittman on the reception. Mario, it depends if it's a hot state. First down and 10, ball at the 39-yard line. Colts, 3 to the right. Looks like they got 2 to the left. And that's going to do it. The end of the first quarter. Raiders got the lead. Better rookie quarterback this season. Oh, the best rookie quarterback this season. Anthony Richardson, Will Levis, Bryce Young, C.J. Stroud, or Aidan O'Connell. First down and 10, Richardson looks. For fantasy purposes, I'm going to go with Richardson. I think Richardson has the opportunity to be a top 10 quarterback in fantasy football. However,
I think it's C.J. Stroud.
You think it's Stroud? I think it's Bryce Young. I think Bryce Young is the most mentally prepared. That's why I'll go that route. Also, got an update here. Kenyon Drake, he signed with the Indianapolis Colts a few days ago. His contract, 1 year, 1 point, basically $2 million. 2nd and 1, ball at the 31-yard line. Richardson, shotgun. And the Raiders did bring some pressure. It's going to be 3rd down and inches. Really nice play there by the rookie Tyree Wilson. That would have been an easy first down. But instead, not so fast, sweetheart. 3rd and inches. If I'm the Colts, I'm running the QB sneak.
Defense. Defense. Defense.
Come on, Raiders. Ball to 29. Handoff. First down, Indy. Taylor, 5 and 19. I'm kind of surprised that they didn't just do a QB sneak there with Richardson. It's a missed opportunity, though, by Byron Young. He had a shot to get at least a hand on him in the backfield. Unable to do so. That's going to result in a Colts first down. Oh, man. Let's get some Raiders going. What up, Chad? What up, Queen? Come on, y'all. 6 minutes and 45 seconds to go. I told you, like, this game seems like a trap game to me because of the win against KC. First down and 10. Richardson. Handoff. Taylor again. And he's going to get about four yards upcoming here for the Indianapolis Colts. Bryce Young looks like a boy among men. I think the hardest part about these Madden Sims is how inaccurate some of the heights are of some of these players. The Patriots have placed newly signed Trey Flowers on the PUP list. Jonathan Taylor caught, or was it a rush? It was a rush. Injury timeout, and that's Robert Spillane. That's bad news. Spillane is one of your better run defenders, and if he goes out in this game, that likely means a larger role for Armari Burney, the rookie out of Florida. Though they might decide to bring in Luke Masterson. We'll see what they end up doing here. Divine Diablo obviously is going to be in. Yeah, I don't know the way Madden's going to go. You never know with what Madden's going to do. I don't know what this cameraman is doing here. Are they still helping this guy off the field? Here we go. I literally can't tell who that is. First down and goal. Looking. And he gets taken down. Well, 52 is Adam Plant. That's why I'm like, Plant's not playing linebacker. Is that a sack? Sack for Divine Diablo. Get those sacks in the chat. Interesting. Yeah, I was going to say 52, I'm pretty freaking sure is Adam Plant Jr. Yeah, Adam Plant. 52 last year, Denzel Perriman, but he's not on the roster. 2nd and goal, ball at the 6. Richardson, handoff, Taylor, too easy, touchdown, Indy. That was a very long and methodical drive. Raiders defense didn't have any answers. Touchdown, Colts. They're about to make this a 6-6 or 6-7, 7-7 ball game. Putting my sack in the chat from Ventrack. Yeah, that one kind of hurt. I'm telling you, this is the ultimate Raiders letdown game. Hey, type F-I-N-D-Y. Findy? Findy? I'm finding it hard to believe. W2F from Ken. What up, Queen? What up, El Loco? All right, here we go. We got 580 people watching. If you haven't already, click that like button. Raiders offense about to trot out here onto the field. 5 minutes, 20 seconds to go in the first half of action. Who had the best defense on Madden? I don't know who has the best defense in Madden. 7-7, Colts kick this one away. Yeah, I was going to say, Eagles defense probably is good. Anthony Barr, I believe, signed with the Saints today, but it was also reported that Kareem Hunt was expected to sign with the Saints today, and now he's going to Indy on a visit. Heard the Raiders were playing. Reminder, final game of the Madden Simulated season is going to be this upcoming Thursday, August 10th. Garoppolo, shotgun, 2 to the right, 1 to the left. Renfro right now in the slot. Garoppolo sends Jacoby Myers in motion, and it's going to be a handoff left side to Jacobs. 2 yards. Are you sure? I thought he easily picked up 4 or 5. Good vibes all day, Jorge. You're right. That's on me, brother. 2nd and 8, power I formation. Adams, Myers on the right side. Mayer's got his hand in the dirt on the left side. Fake handoff to Jacobs. Garoppolo, clean pocket. Throw off that back foot. Oh, 2 feet down. And throws an absolute piss missile to Michael Mayer, and another big pickup there by the Raiders today. Mayer's got to have close to 60 yards.
And that's good.
Got
For
it.
a Raiders
First
down.
Get the ones in the chat. 7-7 is the score. 4 minutes and 36 seconds to go. Come on, come on. Garoppolo, shotgun. Mayer again on the left side. 3 to the right. Jimmy G looks, throws, open, caught. Jacobs, and he's all the way down to the 28-yard line. It's a nice little go right here. Come on, get in the end zone. 2 very quick scores for the Raiders would be legit. 2 legit to quit. Come on, Silver and Black. Raiders have all 3 of their timeouts. So does Indianapolis. I do. Yeah, you wanna hop on real quick? 7-7, 4 minutes to go here in the first half of action. 5 minutes, 580 people watching. Come on, y'all, get the likes up. Garoppolo, handoff, left side. Jesus. And he's got nowhere to go. 2nd down and 10. Ah, dude. 2nd down and 10. That's brutal. Mateo Chuggs is back. That is correct. 2nd down and 10. Jimmy G, shotgun. Jacobs, the running back. Colts do bring some pressure. Throws. Mayer caught. He's going to get about 6 yards. 3rd down and 4. This is a big one. I don't know if you're quite in the red zone yet, but this is a big one. Who are you going to here on this play? You going to Devontae? You going to go to Hunter? Maybe Jacoby Myers? He's got the touchdown in this one. Oh, man. Get those LVs going. Get it going. Garoppolo. Under center. Looking. Great block there. Open, caught. Austin Hooper. Give me that first down. Give me that first down. Oh, boy. All right. Thank you. I feel better. Whew. Had to get some caffeine in me. 2 minutes and 50 seconds to go. Ball at the 13. Both teams have all 3 of their timeouts and the 2-minute warning. So the Colts are going to have time here to go up and down the field. Come on. Go to Devontae. That's what Chad says. Garoppolo looks, Still looking. Oh, boy. I mean, I don't know if I've ever seen a guy get clobbered that hard and throw it out of bounds. Jimmy G stepped into that hit. The footwork in this game is just, it's an interesting thing to watch. I'll tell you that much. Is a touchdown going to happen here, Jeremy? Good vibes for a touchdown. Garoppolo, power eye, handoff, Jacobs, middle. And he runs right into the defender. He's going to get 2 yards.
We need some more vibes or the Raiders won't score. We need more vibes.
He keeps running directly at DeForest Buckner, which I don't understand what the Raiders are doing. They have not been able to run the ball very effectively today. Oh, man. 3rd down and 8. Garoppolo. He's got a guy. He's got a guy right side. Oh, flags down. What? He takes a sack, I guess. Holding. Is that on the Raiders? It is. It's on frickin' Jermaine. Jermaine! Come on, man. They accepted it. Instead, I don't get this game. Garoppolo looks. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. And he throws it out of bounds. That almost turned into a marathon of a field goal, man. Wow. And here comes Daniel Carlson out to kick the field goal. 7-7. Come on, Carlson. Knock this bad boy through. Knock this bad boy through. Kick is up. Kick is good. 10-7. 10-7. Nikola, all reliable. That's right. That's right. We are almost at 300 likes. We got 600 people watching, yet 280 likes. We're 19 likes away from 300. Can we get there? Money Carlson from Tano Raider, the best tattoo in the game. Who's your favorite Raiders player? I like this question. Chuggs, if you had a vote for your favorite Raider player right now, who's your favorite Raiders player?
My favorite player right now, I would say Senior Max Crosby.
Yeah, I'm going to go with Max also as my favorite player. What about?
He really personifies the black hole.
Oh! I'll tell you what. Ventrac came guns a-blazing today.
Ow!
He said, gotta go for the MVP. Since I was in the stadium literally days ago, my new life goal is to get a Raiders Report jersey. A little bit more, but we'll get there. Raiders Report jersey for Ventrac. He's trying. He's trying.
Can we make a deal?
Ventrac, can we make a deal?
It's $500 for a Raiders Report jersey on Venmo.
On Venmo is the usual deal.
You sent $200 on YouTube.
Yep.
If he Venmos the rest.
If he Venmos the rest, he's got a Raiders Report jersey. Ventrac, that's the deal.
300 Venmo to Mitchell Renz 365.
You got yourself a jersey.
It's the same as his IG. 300 more, we're getting you a Raiders Report jersey.
And we're hitting the gong. Only if you want it, Ventrac. Only if you want it.
We're here to make dreams come true here at the Raiders Report. While we're at it.
Jorge says, how do you get a Raider Report jersey? I don't social media.
It is $500 on Venmo. You can get your jersey, kind of like Raider Ron or Monsieur Tuna.
Monsieur Tuna. Or if there's other opportunities, this Thursday we're doing a jersey raffle. courtesy of Wild 114.
Will you pass me the fireball? Oh.
I was going to say,
Will you pass me my
shot glass. And then we're also going to do another jersey raffle on Sunday when the Raiders play the Niners, also courtesy of Wild 114. It's all good, Jorge.
Thrak.
Here we go. David Chappelle Sr. Did I tell you that I saw Dave Chappelle in Austin? I did. How much for a Raiders Report? What does that say? Raiders Report jersey?
Yeah.
500 on Venmo at Mitchell Renz 365. So, like you see this, that's what that is. There's the deal. All right, let's get the game rocking and a-rolling again. 10-7. Raiders got the lead. Indy, though, they got 3 timeouts, Chuggs. 3 timeouts. Whew. 3 timeouts, and they get the ball back. First down and 10. That's just not even close. That was more close to the Raiders defender than anything else. That is wild. Ba-ba-ba. Second down and 10. Minute 45 to go. I mean, now if you're the Colts, you almost have to wonder, should we run the football? Here we go. Richardson drops back. Raiders are going to pressure him, and he's going to tuck it and run. He's going to slide, so the clock's going to continue to go. This is huge. That's huge. 3rd down and 1. I mean, if I'm the Raiders here, I'm not going to call timeout, but if the Raiders do get a stop here, I do call a timeout. Deal. Deal for Mondre. No huddle here for Indianapolis. 3rd down and 1. Looking. That's a rocket ship. Tipped. I mean, honestly, it's better that they didn't intercept it, right? And now the Raiders have all 3 of their timeouts, and they're up 10-7. I mean, I'll say this, like watching Garoppolo throw the ball in this game compared to that throw that Richardson just made, very, very different. Not only are, I mean, the coolest part, I will say this, if I'm being honest with y'all, I'd rather you save up for a legendary show on Sunday because we're battling the 49ers report in a super chat battle. And I mean, you know, I'm a competitive dude. Chase is my guy. But, like, you got Raiders-Niners rivalry. That thing goes, that's a deep, deep rivalry right there. I'm hoping that the nation shows out and we come away with a win on and off the field, but mostly on YouTube. 10-7 is the score. Ball's at the 28-yard line here. Garoppolo shotgun. Looking, throw short, caught. First down and then some. It's Renfro. What a yards after the catch performance that was. Hunter Renfro, first down Raiders. And I believe that they just used the timeout there. 2 timeouts remaining here. You love to see it. Justin Blackburn, Matthew Yoakum, all spamming those 13s right now. F the Niners from Jaime Alvarado Sr. I love it. That's my dude. If there's one thing I can count on, it's let's go Chuggs, let's go Mitch on every single Raiders Report show. Oh, Christ. Garoppolo doesn't feel the pressure, does his best Derek Carr impression, and takes a sack. Another timeout used there by Las Vegas. And now it's 2nd down and 16. And honestly, they probably were in field goal range, knowing Madden. You got to get 10 yards to get in Madden field goal range here. As long as you're near the helmet, you got a shot. You got a shot. 2nd and 16, it's Garoppolo. Oh, boy, you got to throw it. Gets rid of it quickly. I like that play, actually, though, because now you get all up to the 45-yard line. It's 3rd down and 7. You got to let the clock's going to go a little bit, but the Raiders got to hurry it up here. Got to hurry it up. 3rd and 7. Come on, Raiders. You got to get yourself in better field goal range. If you try to kick a field goal from here, it's 62 yards, which is doable for Madden. Come on, Garoppolo looks. Oh, I mean, they might just let the clock kill out. I think he caught it and got out of bounds. He did. Gain of 5, 4th down and 2. So now here comes your field goal unit. You're looking at about a 57-yarder here from Carlson. Also, the Rams have officially signed John Johnson. Kind of a big move. John Johnson officially signed. Carlson, 57-yard field goal. Kick is up. And the kick is good. So pure. That was good from 96. 13-7 is the lead. Get the FGs going. We got over 600 people watching. If you don't like the video, Chuggs is going to come to your house today at 3 o'clock in the morning and do that. Nobody wants that. 13-7.
Woo! Cold cuts!
Is the Icky guy also the one who does the ice cream commercial? I know the Icky Shuffle. But what's the commercial with... Oh, dude, as soon as I hear it, it always gets stuck in my head. Yeah, it's like, it's super catchy ice cream commercial, and I can't think of it right now. It'll come to me. 10 seconds left. If anybody, Jorge says, I had a custom Raiders bar built in my backyard. That's legit. Jonathan Taylor is going to take the carry, 9 for 54, and that's going to do it. That's going to do it for the first half of action. Raiders up 13-7. I mean, pretty good first start there by the Silver and Black. No doubt about it. However, the Colts do get ball to start the half. And anytime the Raiders have a lead with Josh McDaniels at the half, I will say this every single game day. I can promise you that. If the Raiders have a lead at halftime, I will say it every halftime. I'm nervous. I am definitely a nervous guy right now. Oh, wow, they did. Can you send me those? I didn't get the update yet. You'll have to add that to news and rumors. So I think as soon as we get... Okay. Sounds good. I mean, yeah, it'll be interesting. The Raiders, man, they worked out 3 running backs today. Isaiah Bowser, Stevie Scott, and Antonio Williams were the 3 running backs that the Raiders worked out today. Coming up here on the Raiders Report, we'll break down the 4 players they worked out yesterday. They worked out 3 running backs today. Kind of interesting stuff there. But, again, Isaiah Bowser, Stevie Scott, and Antonio Williams all worked out for the Raiders. Here, I'll get you guys this little bit here. Raiders work out 3 running backs. I mean, the Raiders have been working out a lot of running backs. I think they're just looking for extra bodies for the preseason. There's no disrespect to Isaiah Bowser, Stevie Scott, and Antonio Williams. The amount of players that the Raiders have brought in on workouts the last week that I've been like, I've never heard of that person before, it's a lot higher than I'm proud to even say.
It's me, Isaiah Bowser.
Throws caught. First down. It's Michael Pittman. It's going to be a gain of about 15 here. Woohoo! Was Super Mario busy? So I realized after watching the Mario movie, I'm not going to lie, Alex and I, we had a little bit of a night that night. I realized that I could do the Mario Wahoo. It's not quite as good as Micro Mike's Dancing Mario, but you guys get the drift. 600 people watching. What up, Rebel? What up, Rebel? First down at 10. Ball at the 39. Richardson shotgun bunches to the left. Looking, throws, middle, caught. He's going to get about 7 yards there. Richardson today, 4 of 8 for 35 yards.
Peaches, peaches, peaches,
Peaches,
peaches,
peaches,
peaches, peaches, peaches, peaches, peaches, peaches. I love you.
Scheffler, am I going to go to the Barbie movie with Alex? Well, actually, Alex already saw the Barbie movie and Oppenheimer with her sister, so I need somebody to go watch both of those movies with me.
I'll go watch the Barbie movie with you.
Have you seen it yet? Oh, really? I'm down. I would go see Oppenheimer with Jack, but he's seen it like 13 times, so I don't know. I'm actually a little bit worried that Jack's trying to just take notes on what happened in Oppenheimer. First down at 10, ball at the 50. Guys in motion, throws at Pittman, and tackle made there by Crosby. Uh-huh. Really? Uh-huh. Wow.
You don't say.
You don't say. I will say, though, if we go watch Barbie and Ken, first question is, do you have to wear pink? Okay.
Yes.
And then if you're a male, do you have to tape it like Ken?
Yeah.
Okay, perfect. Yeah, we'll go. Third down and 9 coming up, loss of 1.
It's
Third
down.
Let's go! Get loud in the chat. Get loud in the chat. Here we go. Richardson looking. He's going to tuck it, run. Oh, my Lord. Jakorian Bennett just drop-kicked him. I'm not even shitting you. Jakorian Bennett, I'm not sure if Richardson slid or if Bennett drop-kicked him.
Bennett's got that dog in him.
Wow. I think he just drop-kicked him. Hit that like button for Jakorian Bennett drop kicks. I think they're going to go for it here. 4th and 1. Dude, I'm not kidding you. Drop kicked them. They're going to punt it? I'm okay with it. Which one? You'll see Oppenheimer with me? All right. Really? You'll show me yours, I'll show you mine? Perfect. I'm in. I mean, judging by the outfit he wore that day. Dude showed up looking like an Easter egg. Here we go. First down and 10. 5 minutes ago here. Ball's at the 19. Ball's at the 19. I love that right there from Nicola. Jakorian summoned his inner Jack Tatum. First down and 10. Jacobs. 7 carries for 9 yards. Going to be a pickup of about 2. I know. I see Graphic Raider in the chat.
Graf, have you seen the Barbie movie?
John Scheffler, 3 movies I'm never going to see is Barbie, Magic Mike, and then the 50 Shades of Grey. I mean, I've actually thought of making a spoof of the 50 Shades of Silver and Black. I think it'd be a fun movie to do.
Scheffler would 100% watch that.
50 Shades of Silver and Black. Are you in? You know what I'm talking about. Down at the 32-yard line, Venthrak, I got a question for you. Is your real name, or how about this? Are your initials double D? That's my question. Venthrak, are your initials double D? First down at 10, ball at the 32-yard line. Jacobs, handoff, right side, and it's not going to go anywhere. All right, he said they are. Then, Venthrak, what I need you to do is comment on what you just sent me and tell me what number, like your top 5 number choices that you want, and if you want it to be in black or white. Garoppolo, handoff, left side, Jacobs. And he's going to gain, what, 2 yards? 3rd and 8. Coming up for Las Vegas. And then right before the 4th quarter, Chuggs, we'll show everybody what Venthrak did. Right before the 4th quarter starts, we'll show everybody what Venthrak did because shit's about to get weird. 3rd and 8, Jimmy G, back foot, got a guy, what a throw! Garoppolo, back foot, 60 yards. You can't make it up. I mean, this is a beautiful route here. I'm telling you, he's better off his back foot. Back foot Jimmy. Back foot Jimmy throws a dime. Mario knows it. Back foot Jimmy.
And that's good for a Las Vegas Raiders first down.
Oh, my goodness. Garoppolo, ball to 21, drops back, looks, still looks, throws, caught, Adams. And that's going to be a gain of 5. Gain of 5, 2nd down and 5, coming up. It's a vibe. That's a vibe. That's a vibe. 2nd down and 5. Under 2 minutes to go here in the 3rd quarter. Come on, Raiders. I mean, even if you're only able to get a field goal here. Oh, McDaniels, Jesus. Are you shitting me, McDaniels? You're moving the football methodically, and he's like, I would love to do an end around here with Devontae. We'll fake it, and we'll just give it to Jacobs. It's just, that's just unbelievable. He's like, all right, we've been doing all right. Let's look into the trick play section. Let's go. PG, what up, Robert? What up, El
Let's
Loco?
go. 3rd down.
3rd and 7. No turnovers, no turnovers, no turnovers. Oh, this is Hunter Renfrow territory. He's on a linebacker. Renfrow!
You called it!
Touchdown!
Touchdown! Raiders!
You put Hunter Renfrow in the slot on a linebacker. I'm taking that every day of the week. Touchdown Raiders. The real question is, do you go for 2?
Ooh.
Do you go for 2? It's 19-7. Do you go for 2?
I think you have to. They are. The Raiders are going for 2.
Come on, let's get it going. Let's get it going here. Garoppolo, shotgun, looks, Mayer! It's all right, we got a wide open man. They call him Jacoby Myers, 21-7.
Did the Raiders clinch a playoff spot with the victory?
No, they're 9-6 right now, and they're the 9 seed.
What?
They're the 9 seed.
This Madden Sim, AFC cooking.
How about this? After the 3rd quarter, we'll show the AFC playoff picture. There are...
Deal.
Yeah, they're 9. 9-6. Well, I forgot a team in the playoff picture last week, but I got it this week, so we're all good here.
Good job. But I also...
Chuggs is back.
Chuggs is back. That's right. You want to do it now?
I want to do it now.
All right, you got to wait then. I need the...
Will
I don't
you
have...
bring that to Mitch?
Or just put it up on the table? On the table. Oh, boy. All right, well...
Remember, you have to hold it.
I know I have to hold it. Well, the legs, Trizzy Trace broke the legs on it, so. Oh, you just got to hold it.
Oh, when you hit.
Yeah, no, we're fine. We're fine now.
And the reason why we're talking about all this
Yeah,
is because of one guy.
there is a man, and wait, do you hear that? You got that? You got it?
Yep.
Okay, because this one's rolling from Ventrack. Woo! 500 Venmo.
Bam, 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 bam.
He wants a jersey. You got a jersey.
Ventrack.
All right, so Ventrack,
Ventrack.
he asked for a black jersey. 25 is Husker Raider. That's gone. 17, that one belongs to Borelli. Hashtag Fresno. 19 is available. 92 is available. And 78's available. So the way that we do it, number 19 is going to Ventrack.
It's Ventrack.
Shout out to Ventrack. And Brandon Jasper has entered the chat. You want to read that super chat from Brandon?
Just got here. Is Chuggs wearing 53?
C. The answer is C.
I do have to say, though,
All right.
we are 300. Wait, no.
We're about
We're
250
200 away from a boot already.
That's a U boot.
If we get to 1,000,
I'm not doing a boot today. I did 6 last Friday, and I am still peeing out beer. Now Thursday, different story. It's a little bit different here.
Yep,
yeah, Chet. I know.
You're right.
I mean, today's MVP. There's a good chance it's going to be Venthrak. You know what? I got another special deal here for Venthrak because we said Venthrak. Hey, man. I said you send in a $300 Venmo, and we'll get you the jersey. Venthrak said this. Put it right on the table.
Right there.
So here's my next deal to Venthrak. Venthrak, if you want to give a jersey to somebody today, $300 Venmo, and you can give a jersey to anybody of your choosing.
Oh.
Anybody of your choosing.
Martin,
unless you want another one.
Martin, you're right. It's National Venthrak Day.
It is National Venthrak Day. 8-8.
What a day.
8-8 for Venthrak. All right, let's get back to this Madden Sim. Here we go. 21-7 is the score. Indianapolis down 2 touchdowns here.
Type me if you want a jersey.
Oh, who wants a jersey? Type me.
Type me if you want a jersey.
If you want a jersey, type me. Or, no, type Venthrak. Type Venthrak if you want a jersey. Chuggs, can you take over the game announcing here for a sec? I gotta add some Venthraks to the Boot Hall of Fame here.
And the kickoff is going to be kneel down. Colts are going to take the ball at the 25-yard line. Raiders up 14. Late in the game. We've been here before. What's going to happen? Spam and Venthrak if you want a jersey. Timmy, Willie the Trucker, Queen Sarah Otto, Kenyon, Homero, Henry, David, Nicola, Randy, all saying Venthrak, I want a jersey. Thug the Door, Strawberry, all getting them in there as. No! First down. Hand off to Jonathan Taylor. He's going to make a guy miss. Robert Spillane back in the game. But more importantly, Brandon Jasper Bang!
Oh, shit. Well, for those of you that are the real OGs, you know, if we're wearing your jersey, that means we owe you a boot. So
I owe him a boot.
that's boot time.
Boot, scoot, and boogie. I'll do it at the end of the third quarter.
End of the third quarter.
So we have a minute left. I'm going to put it on here for you, Mitch. I'll let you call the end of the third quarter while I go get the boot ready.
Sounds good to me. Here we go, end of the third quarter here. 21-7 is the score. Raiders got to get a stop here on defense here. Let's get some D's going in the chat. Richardson, pitch right. Max Crosby is all over it. 3rd and 14 coming up. And even though Jeremy's not here, we'll do it for him. It's 3rd down. Get the threes going. Scheffler says another 100 in Chuggs, back-to-back boots. Technically, it's 130. Technically, we're 130 away. All right, there's the first boot here. 3rd down and 14. We're technically 130 away. Richardson looks, throws. Flag, 11 seconds to go. 11 seconds to go. Holding on Indy. I mean, they're just, honestly, I think they were coached better with Jeff Saturday. And they declined it. 4th down coming up. 4th down coming up. Bump, 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 bump. I'll tell you what, this Raiders defense, man, been flying all over the football field. Flying all over the football field. And it's going to be returned here by the Raiders. And wow, Carter took a lick. 2 seconds left. A lot of Venthrax in the chat. Chuggs, you do realize that technically it'd be a back-to-back boot. That'd be tough. That would be tough. 130 away. 130 away. 21-7 after this play here. Jeremy's going to knock back a boot. 1st down and 10. Garoppolo looks, screen, Jacobs. Got some blockers, decides to not follow him. And he's going to pick up 5 yards. Jimmy G's having himself a ball game today. 292 yards. Man. All right, Chuggs. Here we go. Van Thrack. Van Thrack. Van Thrack. Van Thrack. Van Thrack.
Van Thrack.
Here we go.
Oh, but this one's for
The tuna. The great tuna. The great tuna. 1, 2, a 3, a 4, a 5, a 6, a 7, 8. Hey, did you see what happened? Oh! John Scheffler! Bang! Scheffler wants back-to-back boots. He wants back-to-back boots. You got the boots going on me back-to-back. John Scheffler, bang. Jeremy's going to go take a pee. You're going to do the boot first? All right, he's going to do the boot first, and then he's going to go take a pee. Wow, I mean, today's show is spiraled out of control rather quickly, if I do say so myself. It has spiraled out of control rather quickly. But you know what? We're here to have a good time. We still have two whole segments to do after this. 2 whole segments. Oh, yeah.
That's exactly what a Chiefs fan would say. Can't handle himself.
We got 600 people watching. Shout out to Scheffler. Always trying to stir the pot. Brandon, Scheffler, and Venthrak today.
He's on the waiting list.
Bang. Chef. Oh, Cook Chef, man. He's been.
Arm red? Am I still a little sunburned?
You might be a little bit sunburnt. Wow.
So I'm going to do this, and I'm going to start the game back up for you. I'm just going to have you on the bottom cam.
That sounds good. Yeah, I think that's a good idea. When you're ready, let it rip. Here we go. Back-to-back boots. It's not easy. If you think it is, go get yourself a boot. 36 ounces. 3 beers.
You think it's easy? Drink 6 beers in 2 minutes.
I did it the other day, and that was a bad decision on my part.
Yeah.
It was not an easy task whatsoever.
I'm going to go blow a hole in the back of the urinal.
Wow. I don't know what to think about that.
All right, let's go. Get some chugs in the chat. Get
Dude.
some chugs in the chat.
You ever see a guy in a movie that they're trying to like hold on to like a hose from like a fire?
Yeah.
That's how I feel when I pee after drinking 2 boots. It's just out of control. If you're wondering who made the mess in the bathroom, it's probably me. What up, Ernest? What up, Buzz, Gage, Tyler, Sherry, Maurice Willie Stewart.
Jerry!
Justin Blackman.
Jerry!
Oh, Blackburn. Brian Dar, BG 2869. Queen Sarah Otto. Martin Robert Nicolo. You ready? Are you ready? Under 10 seconds. Can you do it?
There's a ton of towns, a ton of cities, even a ton of countries. But you know what? There's only one nation.
That's right. There is only one nation, and that's Raider Nation. I'll be honest. I didn't know where he was going with it. I was waiting for the punchline. If there's only one nation, spam only one nation. That's gross. Oh, man. Hey, that's why we call him Chuggs. That's why we call him Chuggs. Dudes built different. Jeremy's going to go visit the little boys' room. And I'm going to take it from here. Fourth quarter of action coming up here for the Raiders, up 21-7 against the Indianapolis Colts. In our Madden season, the Raiders are 9-6. However, in 9th place for the AFC playoff picture. I know, it's kind of a wild thing. Here we go. Ball at the 48-yard line. Garoppolo. Shotgun. Drops back, looks, throws, left, caught. Jakobi Meyers. And that's another first down for Las Vegas. I mean, they have really been able to move the football at ease this entire game. This entire game. Also, Venthrak, I see your Venmo. I'm waiting for Chuggs to get back. That way we can do it properly. You know what I'm talking about. We can do it properly. Here we go, Raiders. First down at 10. Ball at the 42-yard line. Garoppolo. Shotgun. Going to bring Jakobi Meyers in motion. Colts bring 4. Jimmy G looks, fires quickly. Caught. It's Meyers, and that's going to be a gain of 9. Jacoby's had himself a hell of a game. He had an early touchdown catch, had a 2-point conversion, and then back-to-back catches there for the silver and black. Had himself a hell of a game, man. Venthrak for the nation. That's right. That's right. Venthrak, are you down for this deal? Are you just going to pick somebody, or do you want to do a raffle with the wheel? Venthrak, you pick. 2nd and 1, handoff, middle, Jacobs, 3rd and inches. I mean, Jacobs today has 11 carries for 9 yards. If you want to pick Venthrak, you can. If you want me to put it in the hands of the wheel, I can also do that. 3rd and inches. 3rd and Chuggs. Devontae, Myers to the left, handoff, Jacobs. I don't know if he got it. 4th and 1. Yeah, 12 carries, 8 yards today. That's crazy. And Jacobs, man, didn't get it. 4th and 1 coming up here. Randy Bristol saying, hey, put Venthrak on Mount Raider more. I'll tell you what, he's making a case for it today. 4th and 1. And the Raiders are going to go for it. Instead of making this a 3-possession game, they're going to go for it. Interesting call here, and they're going to pitch it with Zamir White and lose 6 yards. That's got to be one of the dumbest play calls I've ever seen in my life. So you're telling me you've ran the football today 13 times for 3 yards, and you're going to go for it on 4th and 1 when Garoppolo's had the best game of his life. Oh, McDaniels, you fickle mistress. I mean, it's just unbelievable, really. That's unbelievable. Unbelievable. So they went for it on 4th down and 1. Instead of making it 24-7, they went for it on 4th and 1 with Zamir, and they pitched it and lost 6 yards. I'm not shitting you. First down at 10, ball at the 39-yard line. Richardson Looking, throw, short, caught, Pittman. Actually, I don't know if he caught that football. 2nd down and 10. So I don't know what Venthrak wants to do, but Yep. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. 2nd and 10. Richardson drops back, looks, throws, caught, and that's going to be a 1st down for Indianapolis. Ah, dang it. Nate Hobbs on the coverage. The defense has been playing great. If they lose this game, that falls on Josh McDaniels' shoulders. It looks like Garoppolo has got some breaking news here, and it sounds a lot like
Let's go! Now it comes down to Venthrak. Do you want a 2nd jersey, or do you want to give a jersey away?
Yeah, I don't know what he wants to do. I also said we could put it in the hands of the wheel. There's a lot of decisions to be made here. A lot of decisions to be made. Venthrak, if I don't see anything in the chat, I'm just gonna go with
we
the
could
wheel.
We could do that. We could do a Venthrak in white 19 and black 19.
We could just save it for another day. Venthrak, you just want to save it for another day? We'll do a jersey raffle. Is that all right with you?
Let us know in the chat.
We'll do an entire show dedicated to Venthrak.
It's whatever you want to do, Venthrak. You can get another jersey. We can do a giveaway.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's up to you, Venthrak.
You pick it. I feel like your options should be, we'll just do an entire show dedicated to Venthrak. Do a little, like, we've been doing, like, the raffles or whatever. I kind of like that idea. Are you good with that, Venthrak? I hope so.
All right, we're going to wait on to hear from him, and we're going to finish this game.
Sounds good. Sounds good. Here we go, 1st down and 10. Coming up for the Raiders defense. Let's go. Get those D's going. Shout out to Venthrak, man. What a legendary day. Legendary day. Handoff, right side, Taylor. Tackle made by Marcus Peters. 5 minutes and 30 seconds to go here in today's game. Oh, okay. Done deal. The Queen. Yeah, Sarah, just send me what you want. 2nd and 8. Richardson looks, steps up, throws, open. I think he missed it or he dropped it. I don't know. 3rd down and 8. 3rd down and 8 coming up here for the Raiders defense. It looks like Venthrak picked Queen Sarah Otto. 3rd and 8. Come on, come on. Ball at the 49-yard line. Richardson looks, throws, missile, middle of the field, caught. All the way down to the 23-yard line. Because of the piss-poor head coaching decision there, not kicking the field goal, I mean, the Colts here have a real shot to make this a game. Because if Indy scores here,
the Colts could come back.
They could. I mean, you're only down 14. I know your defense has been playing great all game.
Sarah, you lost connection, but you just got a jersey.
Yeah.
Sarah, send us in what number you want, white or black. You just got a jersey from Venthrak.
Cheers to Queen Sarah Otto. 1st down and 10. Richardson pressured, and he's brought down by Trevon Merrick. The 3rd-year safety out of TCU. Beautiful blitz there. Blows right by the right tackle, and a huge sack. I mean, I don't know how Richardson hung on to that football. Wild. Skrilla, can somebody ask Venthrak if they hiring? I mean, maybe. Venthrak, you hiring? 2nd and 15. Richardson drops back. He's going to tuck it, and he's going to run, and he's going to pick up 11 yards there. 3rd down and 4 coming up here for Indy. A game that I thought was going to be a blowout now is looking like it's going to be a really close game.
It's the 3rd down.
Handoff, middle. 4th down and 2. I'm kind of surprised that that's the route that they decided to go. So now if you're the Colts,
You got to go for
you
it.
got to go for it. You got to go for it. Venthrak, Jorge, you my next jersey. Oh, my Lord. Will it happen today? That would be wild. 21-7. There's no way they're bringing out the kicker. Okay. That would be another boot. Richardson, shotgun. Raiders bring 4. Richardson throws way too easy. And now it's 1st down and goal. I mean, this is a ball game. This is about to get really freaking interesting here for the Raiders. Come on, man. Come on, Las Vegas. You better not blow this freaking lead. I'm going to lose my freaking mind. I'm going to lose it. 1st and goal. Richardson, shotgun ball at the 6. Oh, he's got 80. Throws, caught. I think he's just short. Oh, my gosh, they gave him a touchdown. I don't know. Review it. Josh. I need to see it again. I don't know if he's in. They didn't even review it. That's unbelievable. Kick is up. 10-play drive. So the Raiders could have taken a 24-7 lead, but instead decide to go for it, run the ball, and now we got a 21-14 game. Colts all 3 timeouts and the 2-minute warning. You can't make it up. You can't make it up. I'll tell you what, if you want to get your hands on this Josh McDaniels Eats Corn the Long Way shirt, you can go to chatsports.com/corn, because that's bad coaching. 3 possessions. 24-14 is so much different at this point of the game. I don't understand why that was the play call. Here we go. Dude, I literally thought Tre Tucker was trying to bring that out to the 5. I got so nervous. 1st down and 10 coming up. Come on, Raiders. What do you do here, though? I mean, you haven't been able to run the ball. You are averaging 0.2 yards per carry. Like, I think they have 13 carries for 3 yards in this game today. Or do you let Jimmy sling it? I think you let Jimmy sling it. Garoppolo, handoff, Jacobs. Oh, he breaks the tackle. Give me that 1st down. 2nd and Chuggs. Jacobs today, 13 carries for 18 yards. By far the biggest carry of the day. That's going to take us to the 2-minute warning. That's big. We needed that one. 2-minute warning time. Good vibes. There's no way. Don't you put that evil on me, Ricky Bobby. 21-14, 2-minute warning. Colts have all 3 of their timeouts. So the Raiders here are probably going to pick up a 1st down. Momentum's on their side. Brandon Jasper sending the good vibes. Shout out to the tuna. Power I formation. Adams, the lone receiver to the left. Handoff, middle. 1st down, Raiders. 1st down, Las Vegas. Timeout, Indy. They got 2 timeouts left. 21-14, a minute 58 to go. One more 1st down, and the Raiders win their 10th game of the season, as we all predicted. 21-14 is the score. I'll tell you what, I hope Jeremy's in charge of the real-life games. Yes. You got to ask him. 1st down and 10. Garoppolo. Fake end around because it always works. Loss of 2. They try to do this fake end around with Devontae. No, I don't know if it's ever gained a yard. It's always a loss of 1 or 2. 2nd down and 12 coming up. Minute 52. If I'm the Raiders here, I do run it again. However, I'm not running that play again. I'm running to the right side. I'd probably run to the left, actually. Jacobs, left side. Oh, my Lord. No wonder Jacobs hasn't signed his franchise tag yet. He can't find the dotted line. He missed the biggest hole ever created on the offensive line. 3rd down and 10. Colts, no timeouts left. What do you do? Do you run it, type R, or do you pass it, type P?
You got to run it. You got to run it.
Or do you just, they haven't been able to run? 3rd and 10. Ventrak. Garoppolo looking. What are you doing? You're better off to take a sack. This is a disaster. This might be the worst coached game of the year. A minute 43 to go. I can't believe Garoppolo just threw that ball out of bounds. What on earth? And here comes Indianapolis. I mean, if I'm Indy, if I score, I'm going for 2. Minute 34. Hopefully Kirk Cousins can come out here and play QB because that's what we need. Bad clock management right now. Will the Raiders beat the Colts? I have no idea. This was a game that I thought the Raiders easily had in the bag, and this might surprise you. Once the 4th quarter started, shit went out the window.
Well, you already knew the Raiders up 14. Bad news.
Yes, you never know what's going to happen. The Raiders are better off not having a lead. 1st down and 10, ball to 25. Richardson, shotgun, drops back. Raiders bring some pressure. Oh, Christ, 1st down. Ball's at the 38. This is shambles. I will say this, though. Absolutely no hurry whatsoever by Indy right now. I mean, Richardson started off ice cold. When he throws the ball deep in this game, that sucker goes. 1st and 10. Indy. Shotgun. Looking. Missile. Taylor. And another 1st down out of bounds. Oh, they're going to do it again. Brandon, even in Madden, I want to visit McClown. Dude, this is a bad game. Ventrak, we need a tier below Mount Raider more, like the Silver and Black Hills. I'll live there. I like it, Silver and Black Hills. I'm down. So that would be Scheffler, Ventrak, Rebel. Kinda. 1st and 10. Richardson looking, throws short. I mean, what are we doing? 2nd and Chuggs. We need to stop. Justin
Raiders
Blackburn. First time super chat from Blackburn. Good vibes. Let's go, D. Love the show.
Spam stop.
Want to see Tre Tucker run one back. We deserve it. 38 seconds to go. Richardson throws. Pierce caught. Keep it going. Oh, my God. 28, 27, 26, 25, 24, 23, 22, 1, 19, 18, 17. What an awful job here by Indy. They're going to have, what, 2 more plays? Richardson, back foot. Are you kidding me? You got to go for 2 here, right? That's the greatest throw in NFL history. That is, Richardson didn't know where to go. Piss missile. Josh McDaniels deserves to get fired for this performance. Another overtime game. Now, what if they bring out your 2-point unit? Like, if this is awful. Oh, no. Is the offense out there for Indy? The timeout forced them to go for 2? That doesn't mean anything in Madden. Are they? This is unbelievable. We got 720 people watching this shit show. And here we go. Needs to miss this. We're going to go to overtime again. I mean, if the Raiders don't make the playoffs, I'm going to go back to McDaniels deciding to not kick a field goal to go up 24-7 in the fourth quarter and going for it on 4th down. That's just inexcusable. I don't care if it's Madden. It's inexcusable. This is the most Raiders game I have seen all year. How do you beat the Chiefs the week before? How do you beat the Chiefs the week before and now lay this shit show against Indy? 7 seconds to go. Raiders were up 21-7 in the fourth quarter. And Tre Tucker takes a knee. You just throw one up. If this is a real game, I'm just throwing one up to Devontae and hoping I get a pass interference call. Knowing McDaniels, he's going to take a knee here. Ooh, this is a run up the middle with Jacobs, and he's going to run like this. Garoppolo, fake end around. What's the one play that we can run where we know we're not going to get anything? Fake end around. Daniel Carlson, they're showing the field goal target line. I don't know why. And we're going to overtime. Unbelievable.
Who you got in overtime?
The Colts are freaking 4-11. The Raiders are 9-6.
Spam LV if you want the Raiders to win. If you think it's the Colts, IND, let me know in the chat.
Chuggs did this. Chuggs did this.
Let me know in the chat who you got.
I don't
LV
believe
for the
it.
Raiders, IND for the Indianapolis Colts.
I don't believe it. It's hard to believe. LA Crash Dog just woke up and missed the game again. What's up, fam? I am moving into the Silver and Black Hills below Raidermore as well. LA Crash Dog. It sounds like we got Silver and Black Hills. Sounds like that's a thing.
I like it.
Let's do it. Silver and Black Hills it is. We've been looking for a name. Ventrac made it. I like it. Oh, man. And here comes overtime.
Stats at the end of regulation. 28 pass plays for the Colts, 160 yards. 25 for the Raiders, 296. Here's the big discrepancy. 12 rushes for 16 yards for the Raiders.
And you went for it on 4th and 1 and ran the ball.
Colts, 13 rushes, 121 yards.
Unbelievable. Heads or tails? Type H for heads, T for tails. I go tails every time.
Tails never fails. All right, coin toss. Raiders choose.
Heads or tails?
Tails. The Colts won. It's heads.
Oh, the Colts get the football. What a disaster.
Gotta hold them to at least a field goal.
What up, Lowell? Turned on Raiders report, and it looks like another crazy close game. Let's go Raiders. The Raiders were up 21-7 in the fourth quarter. Were in field goal range and decided to go for it on 4th and 1 instead of making it a 24-7 game. And now it's 21-21 in overtime. That's where we're at. Raiders kick it off. Richardson and the Colts, they're going to start off with the ball at about the 21-yard line here. 1st down and 10. Also, I don't know what Madden does with OT. They add time. I don't get it. I don't get it. 1st down and 10. Come on, Raiders. Come on, Raiders. 21-21.
Defense. 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 Defense.
21-21, ball to 22, and it's overtime. Richardson, shotgun, drops back. Looks, throws, right, caught, out of bounds. Gain of 3. 2nd down and 7 coming up here. Today's MVP, Venthrak, living on the Silver and Black Hills, right underneath Mount Raidermore. 2nd and 7. Oh, Scheffler's in there. Scheffler's in there. Rebel Montana's in there. Crash Dog. 2nd and 7. Cash Joey's probably. Oh my God, I thought he pick-sixed it. He missed it. He went for the pick. 1st down, Colts. He went for the pick-6 and came up empty. Oh, is that Hobbs? It was. It was Hobbs. He went for the pick-6 and he missed it. Son of a gunny. 1st down and 10. We'll go through all the Super Chats after the game. Tackle made there by Marcus Epps. Remember, if the Colts score a touchdown, that's game. Ball to 43. Richardson under center. Looks, handoff. Taylor, nowhere to go. Really nice play there by Robert Spillane. Good news, he's back out onto the field. 2nd down and 10, gain of nothing. I need some good vibes. I need some good vibes. What up, Cass Joey? 2nd down and 10. Come on. Richardson hands it off to Taylor. And he's going to get taken down, 3rd and 9. Cash Joey said, sorry I'm late. Was busy installing new EFI on my Nova. What's wrong with going for it on 4th and 1 with Jacobs, the best back in the league? Here's the problem. The Raiders took out Jacobs on 4th and 1 and ran a pitch to Zamir White. That's the problem. And Jacobs is averaging less than 1 yard per carry today. Richardson on 3rd and 9. He picks it up with his legs. How do you not have a QB spy on him? Make him beat you with your arm. I don't know if I've seen a bigger collapse of a game. I think McDaniels right now should start clicking Ask Madden because you're better off that route. Tackle made here by Diablo and company. You just, 3rd down and 9, you're telling me you leave Anthony Richardson that much running room. That's hard to watch. Got to spy, Venthrak. I'm with you. Ball to 46, 1st down and 10 here for Indianapolis. Drops back, throws, caught. I mean, we have no answer right now. Is that Mo Alley? Mo Alley Cox on the catch for 6. 7 completions in a row for Anthony Richardson. He's cooking right now. He's red hot. Here we go. Indy shotgun again. 2 to the right. Looks like they got 2 to the left as well. Raiders bring, oh, they set up a screen. Read well by Chandler, and he missed the tackle. 1st down and 10. Chandler Jones had an opportunity to make that a no gain, and now it's a 1st down and 10. I don't know if the Raiders are going to make the playoffs this year. They had a shot. With the win here, they had a shot to go 11-6. 10-7 in this Madden season, I don't think it's going to be enough. I don't know. It's going to be close. 1st down and 10. Richardson, handoff, Taylor. He's going to get 9 yards. 2nd and 1. This is hard to watch. This is a mental breakdown of a performance. I might tweet out fire Josh McDaniels. That's how angry I am. Ball's at the 26-yard line. Richardson going to tuck it and run, 1st down. Tackle made by Crosby. Gain of 4. Somebody turn off the game and we'll restart it. Yeah, whoops. Trace kicked out the cord. If you haven't already, hit that subscribe button. Turn on those notifications, because if this actually happens in real life, it's not going to be pretty. Raiders and Colts both have 2 timeouts. That's standard. Colts today, 25 pass plays, 25 rushing plays. Richardson looks, throws, ooh, and it's incomplete. He was looking for Cox and it was a little bit long. 2nd and 10. Now that one was a little bit out of his hands. It was a hard one to catch. 2nd and 10, PG. Bench Sims McClowney. Richardson, what a play! The rookie Tyree Wilson makes this 3rd and 16.
It's 3rd down.
Come on, Raiders. Raiders are 9-6 on the season, trying to keep their playoff hopes alive. I mean, if they win this game, you got a much better shot. Even if they win next week against Denver, I don't know if they're in. Here we go, ball to 28, Richardson, shotgun. Raiders are going to bring 4. Richardson throws one up, and it's just not even, I don't know why that's even the play. I'm okay with it. And here comes the Colts field goal unit. So the Raiders go with the bend but don't break defense with Patrick Graham. And here comes Indianapolis' field goal kicker to make this a 24-21 game. 24-21 game. Though I feel like Venthrak's score prediction was 27-24. Am I tripping there, Venthrak? Oh, no, 27-13. I will say, if the Raiders score here, 27-24 is usually a pretty common score that we get.
Do we get a tie?
Dude, we better not get a tie. That would be awful. If I sat through a tie in Madden, I'm going to be so upset with you. 24-21. You know what's... You did this on purpose. No, because early in the year, when I did my prediction video, Jeremy goes, you have to predict a tie. 10-6-1 was your prediction. I see now what this whole thing was. This is God giving me the FU, and the God is Chuggs. And now I get it. Now I get it. Yeah, O'Connell saying, come on, Jimmy G. Yep, Sean, I'm with you. I think Chuggs jinxed it. We got almost 800 people watching. Let me know who you got, LV for the Raiders or IND for the Indianapolis Colts. This is Week 17, Madden Simulation. Colts are 4-11. Raiders are 9-6. But the Raiders were up 21-7 in the fourth quarter. Here we go, Raiders shotgun. Handoff to Jacobs. No, Garoppolo gets rocked. Oh, man. Jimmy G, 19-25 for 307 yards. It's a great game. Should have went for it with him. Oh, here we go, 24-21. I mean, even if Jimmy would have taken that sack instead of throwing it out of bounds there, it's 30, 40 seconds. Can't do anything about it now. 2nd and 10, ball to 25. Indy brings 4. Garoppolo throws it to Jacobs, going to gain a yard. 3rd and 9.
Jimmy has looked good in the short passing game in training camp.
Yep. Garoppolo has been bad the last half of this game. 3rd and 9, Garoppolo. I mean, if I'm looking anywhere here, I'm taking that shot there to Devontae. Garoppolo throws, missile, it's Jacoby, 1st down Raiders. All the way up to the 44-yard line.
Spam those ones!
Plenty of time.
Spam those ones!
Plenty of time, no need to rush.
Let's go!
Yeah, that's a seed right there. That's an absolute seed. Jimmy Garoppolo, he's got to have arm strength of 99 on Madden. This guy. All right, we got 2 minutes and 10 seconds to go here. Come on, Raiders. What are we doing? Yes. Wait. There is in real life. Garoppolo throws, caught, Renfro. And he fumbles to lose the game. I know, it's a Cardinals flashback. Did he catch it? I don't know. They lost. They just lost that game. Robert Jansen, fire Chuggs. And that's the game. 24-21. I want to see nothing but F Chuggs in the chat. What a shit show that was. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? That's the game we got? Unbelievable. The Raiders fall to 9-7 on the season. That was the most Raider game I've ever seen in my life. It's almost funny. Holy shit. No, they're still in it. They have to beat the Broncos. Yeah, it's not guaranteed. I'll run all the sims Thursday. Which one? Which game? Well, yeah, we're going to do that. We're doing it Thursday. Yeah, we got it. 24-21. Raiders lose to Indianapolis. That game was weirdly accurate. Now let's roll through some super chats that happened from the fourth quarter and on. Justin Blackburn, good vibes. Let's go defense. Raider Nation for life. Want to see Tre Tucker 1-1 back. First time super chat there from Justin. Thank you very much. I would love to see Tucker run one back in the preseason. It'd be dope. I can't wait to see Tucker in action. And actually, coming up here on the Raiders Report, we're going to get into the top 10 players I am most excited to watch in their first preseason game against the Niners. Let's go to L.A. Just woke up. Missed the game again. It's all right, L.A. F Chuggs. Raider Nation for life. Real one for life. Semper Fi. I am moving into the Silver and Black Hills below Mount Raidermore. That's correct. Today, Ventrac decided, you know what? We're going to make something under Mount Raidermore, the Silver and Black Hills. So, LA Crash Dog, you in. What up, Lowell? Turned on the Raiders Report. It looks like another crappy close game. Let's go Raiders. Cast Joey. What's up, Cast? Sorry I'm late. I know. The reason why I was having a mental breakdown is because the Raiders were up 21-7, had an opportunity to kick the field goal, didn't do it, went for it on 4th and 1, pitched it to Zamir White, lost 6 yards, and ended up losing the game. Unbelievable. Fire McDaniels. PG, bench Sims McClowney, and then Ventrac Chuggs, I swear. Yeah, you got some explaining to do. There you go. You guys can yell at him if you want. Throw some tomatoes. It's up to you. Unbelievable. I don't believe what I just saw. Yeah, I'm going to go take a pee.
2 o'clock?
Yeah, you want to do 2 o'clock?
$20 shots?
Oh, man, that's hard to believe. Hard to believe. All right, I'm going to go take a leak. I just wrote you something, just like a note for the Queen Sarah auto jersey. I got to go take a pee real quick. While I'm gone, every $20 super chat, Chuggs is going to do a shot.
Wait, what? That's the deal. All right. I didn't read the hundo. Oh, from Brandon. Chuggs, you look thirsty. And locals for the best content, personal interaction, and weekly pick'ems, seasonal, and more live shows. John Scheffler sent in 100. Nothing on it, though. I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry. But this is the most realistic outcome. The Raiders win against the Chiefs on the road, snowy Arrowhead on Christmas. You're going to have a letdown game the next week. That's how it goes. That's how real life works. Harrison. That's how it would work, right? That is huge game on the road. They go on the road the next week again. Oh, okay. Okay, Brandon. Tomatoes at me. I'll take shots. Here you go. Also, let it be known, I just run the sims. I don't control the outcomes of the game. It's just a sim on Madden. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Okay? I knew y'all wouldn't be happy today. I knew it. I knew it. Yep. Robert said, you control it, run until we win. I don't have all day. I got back from vacation and I ran these sims.
All right, guys.
Chuggs, this was my day. Vinthrak, I'm sorry. It's still your day, Vinthrak. I'm sorry.
It's still Venthrax Day.
It's still Vinthrak Day. I'm sorry.
It is.
At the end of the day, it's just a Madden sim.
Oh, man. That was, I mean, you have to admit, everyone watching, like, that was one of the most Raider games I've ever seen in my entire life. Like, that was kind of funny.
I was telling them, that was so realistic. The Raiders go on the road to Arrowhead, Christmas, win an exciting overtime game. The next week on the road again, they're going to lose.
Hey, you're probably not wrong. I love this super chat here from Thugador because we have Mount Raider Moore, the Silver and Black Hills. So Thugador wants to know, can I move into the Black Hole Apartments? Thugador, we'll allow it. We'll give you a key. We'll get you the key. All right, man. Coming up right now, we're going to get into a segment here. The top.
Martin, what's next? It's just a game? I'm sorry.
I know, right?
I shall repent for my sins.
I appreciate that. All right, y'all. Coming up next here on the Raiders Report, my top 10 players that I want the nation to watch in the preseason game up against the San Francisco 49ers. So that's what we're going to be looking at now. And then after that, we're going to get into the latest around Jaylon Smith. We're going to look at Troy Hill. We'll talk about Ronnie Harrison. We'll look at the 7 players that worked out for the Raiders over the past 24 hours. And then I got a trade idea that if I was McDaniels and Ziegler, I would offer a certain team right now. That's all coming up here on the Raiders Report. So we still got 2 more segments to do here. I would say Chuggs and we probably got to be out of here in like 40 minutes. Is that fair? 40 minutes? So 40 more minutes of live action here on the Raiders Report. And if y'all haven't already, if you're just tuning in right now, today's MVP. Today's MVP goes out to the one and only Venthrak. He had himself a hell of a day. And I mean a hell of a day. I don't know what she just sent me. Dude, 800 people tuned in to watch that collapse. It's a great job. It's a great job. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Not that one. Well, we're going to do 49ers first. But yeah, that's okay. Cool. Sounds good. Yeah, Venthrak did his thing today so much that he even donated a jersey to Queen Sarah Auto. That's some legendary shit right there, if you ask me. Shout out to Venthrak. He's a real one, man. He's a real one. All right, Jeremy. You ready? Are you guys ready to go? I hope so. I got a fun show on tap for all y'all. Yep, so cold open, matchup, sub, and then man. Sound good? All right, guys, coming up right now, the top players to watch in the Raiders' first preseason game against the Niners. The Raiders are going up against the San Francisco 49ers on Sunday, and I hope that you join our watch party here on the Raiders Report. Make sure you're subscribed. Make sure you got those notifications turned on, because coming up here on today's show, I got the top 10 players that I'm going to be watching on Sunday, and I'm hoping that the nation is watching with me. Not only are the Raiders battling the 49ers on the field, but we're going to be battling the 49ers Report here at Chat Sports. And until then, we're doing a battle to see which channel can get the most subscribers. Here's the problem. I'm at 25. The 49ers Report's at 36 new subs. So if you hate the Niners as much as I do, hit that subscribe button right now and tell your friends. See this channel right here? Hit that subscribe button. These guys drop videos every single day. Raider Nation, what's going on? You're watching the Raiders Report. It's Mitchell Renz here from Chat Sports, and today's show is presented by Manscaped. If you haven't already gotten started with our awesome sponsor, go to manscaped.com. Use code Raiders. That way you can save 20% off and get free shipping on the best male grooming products out there. So the way that this show is going to work here is I'm going to go from 10, work my way down to 1, and don't worry, I got some honorable mentions to talk about as well. At number 10 here for players I'm going to be watching very closely in this game, Amik Robertson. He has to be on this list. He is a roster bubble candidate. He is the only player, which is a mind-blowing statement to make, the only player left on this roster from the 2020 draft class. He has been having himself a great training camp. He's been working with the ones a little bit. He offers you some of that versatility on the inside and on the outside. But if there's one thing that I know that the 49ers are going to have is they're going to have pretty good quarterback play this preseason. They're going to have Trey Lance. They're going to have Sam Darnold. They're going to have Brock Purdy out there slinging the rock. So it's going to be a good test for Amik. On top of that, a lot of the San Francisco 49ers players, again, I don't know how many of the starters are going to be out there, but I know what I'm looking at. I'm looking at Amik and how he plays compared to a guy like Sam Webb. How does a player like a David Long Jr. go out there and look? Anytime you are battling for a roster spot in this Raiders secondary, I believe that's very noteworthy, and that's why he's going to be a player to watch for me. Let's go to number 9 here on my list. I'm going to go Amari Burney, the rookie linebacker out of Florida. This past year in the 2023 NFL Draft, the Raiders selected Burney in the 6th round. And I'm really curious to see how the Raiders use him on defense and even special teams, because I know Burney's a good athlete. Like, if you watch him in training camp, if you saw his tape, anybody that turns it on knows this guy's a legit athlete. However, you can be a legit athlete in college football. Yeah, you might get exposed a little bit here and there in the SEC, which that happened to him at times. But now you're in the NFL. I want to see how his technique looks. I also want to see how he does in coverage against Shanahan's offense, which is going to use the running back position, and they do a very good job at putting running backs and tight ends on the linebacker. How is Burney going to be able to react to that? You can be a good athlete, but if you don't get your technique down, that's where you go from being a linebacker on an NFL roster to primarily just a special teams option. Before I show you guys my top 8 Raiders that I can't wait to watch against the Niners, the Raiders Report is an interactive YouTube channel, and this is going to be the pinned comment on today's show. So how about this? You're about to get hit with a YouTube ad break. Scroll on down and let me know what player you're most excited to watch against the 49ers this week. Let's go to number 8 here on my show. Thayer Munford out at offensive tackle. There has been new reports out there that indicate that there is a shot that Munford could start at right tackle this upcoming season. They might try to kick Jermaine Illuminor into right guard. I'm not referring to the Vic Tafur false report. I'm just going based off of knowledge that I have. And if I've talked to Jermaine, he wants to play right tackle. However, if he needs to play right guard for the best offensive line that this Raiders team can have, he's a good teammate and he is willing to do it. Carmen Russillo is, in quotes, very high on Munford, and he's been very high on him. Yes, he was a 7th-round pick, but I was told that the Raiders had a much higher draft grade on the Ohio State product, and he's going to have a good test against the Niners. Like, yeah, you're probably not going to see Nick Bosa out there, but the 49ers have one of the best offensive lines in the National Football League, so Munford's going to get tested, and I'm excited to see how he looks against that test. At number 7 here, we're going to go to the defensive tackle room. Nesta Jade Silvera, the 7th-round pick from the Raiders draft class this upcoming season. I think one of the biggest reasons why I'm excited to see him is because a little bit of an under-the-radar player. If you watch the show, you'll know that I've kind of been hyping him up over the past few weeks because dude's a really good run stopper. In fact, he might be already a top 2-3 run stopper on this team. And anytime you go up against Kyle Shanahan, anytime you go up against the Shanahan offense, you're going to get tested in the running game. He has stepped up big time. The fact that Neil Farrell Jr. has missed a little bit of time. And, I mean, Neil Farrell Jr. was doing pretty well at OTAs and minicamp. It wouldn't surprise me if Nesta Jade balls out here in the preseason and takes over. I was talking to a Raiders teammate, and the way that he described Jade Silvera to me, this is after the first week of training camp when only the rookies were in there. He described him to me as an anchor. Like, when he puts his feet in the dirt, it's hard to move him. And that's where he's going to get really good opportunities this upcoming season for the Raiders, where let's say it's 3rd and 1, 4th and inches, and you need a big-time stop. Watch out for Nesta Jade to trot his big old booty out there and get a solid run stop, because that's what he's going to be able to bring to this team. I got 6 more names to break down for y'all, but man, I wouldn't be able to do today's show if it wasn't for our sponsor, Manscaped. And if you're wondering, Mitch, how do your balls stay so clean? I'm glad you asked. Why? I use the Lawnmower 4.0, and if you don't want to take my word for it, you can always hit up my fiance on Instagram. I'm sure she would tell you the exact same thing. Use code Raiders at manscaped.com, and for whatever reason, if you can't remember that link, I was nice enough to put it down in the comments and in the description of today's show. I use the Lawnmower 4.0 in the shower. You can use it on literally almost any part of your body. The changeable blade is also a big-time game changer in general. The fact that there is a light on the end of this thing helps you see in those hard-to-reach spots. One of my other favorite tools is it's kind of difficult to point to, but it looks like that white bar near the bottom of the handle. That's the battery power. How many times have anybody ever been shaving their face, their downstairs, and then you realize half of your face is gone, or you're rocking a mohawk? Is it a mohawk? I don't know if it's down there. But it's because your blade, your razor ran out of battery. If that happens, that's on you, because this thing tells you how much battery power you have left. Go to manscaped.com, use code Raiders, and when you use code Raiders, it also tells Manscaped that you support the Raiders Report, which, believe it or not, does help me out. Let's go to number 6 here, and it's Adam Plant Jr., the defensive end, the UDFA from UNLV. If you were to tell me, Mitch, which rookie/UDFA is probably the biggest winner of this entire offseason, I'm talking OTAs, I'm talking minicamp, I'm talking training camp, the name Plant Jr. has to be brought up. He's been impressive on and off the field. His understanding of how the day work it takes to be successful in the NFL. Like, you can't just show up at practice and compete on the field. You also got to be able to show that you can pick up the playbook, and that's one thing that he's done well. He's battling for that 53-man roster spot, and the battle that I'm really curious to see this upcoming week, and the battle I'll be watching the entire preseason, is him against Malcolm Koonce. Like, I'm excited to see Malcolm. Apparently, he's grown 2 inches, probably for using Manscaped. He's put on some good weight. Koonce is super, super motivated right now because he's battling for his job on top of that. But if Plant can beat Koonce out, then I'm sorry, he flat out deserves the spot. We got number 5 coming up here on the Raiders Report here, and that is safety Isaiah Pola-Mao. This is really where it started to get difficult for me, because I can't tell you enough how impressed I am by this young man. When he made the 53-man roster last season, I sat up here on this show and I go, wow, that was really, really surprising. But you know what? He continues to show that he's getting better and better and better. I was told by a member of the Raiders that he's the 3rd best safety at camp right now. And that's Merrick playing very well, Marcus Epps playing very well. And the reason why I thought that was notable is because the Raiders drafted Chris Smith out of Georgia, and it's not that he hasn't been practicing well. It's just Pola-Mao right now, his versatility. This Raiders team thinks that he can play a linebacker, thinks that he can play strong safety, thinks that if he needs to play up near the box, he can do all of those things. He's 6'4". I think he's like 225, 230 pounds. He's bulked up a little bit. He's bulked up a little bit, put on some good weight, but also he has those ties. He's related to Kennedy Pola-Mao. Like, can't wait to see what he does in the preseason, because you hear a lot of camp hype, but now I want to see it translated, and I'm hoping that it ends up translating well. Speaking of camp hype, and speaking of how is it going to translate when it's actually time to play, it's Tre Tucker, wide receiver drafted at number 100 overall. He's already going to have a lot of eyeballs on him. When you trade away Darren Waller and you use that pick to select Tre Tucker, people are going to be watching him. And I want to see how they use him in the pre-snap motion. I was on this show a few months ago and I talked about one of the reports out there was that McDaniels is going to use Tucker, even a little bit of DeAndre Carter and some pre-snap motion to help Jimmy Garoppolo be able to identify the mic, to be able to identify if they're going to run man, if they're going to run zone. I also want to see the speed and quickness in a real game, because you can be fast at practice, right? But if you know in the back of your mind that I'm not going to get leveled here, I'm not really going to get tackled, that gives you the ability to not worry about it. And I'm also hoping, I don't know if it's going to happen, I want to see Tre Tucker catch a screen. I want to see him catch a deep ball or at least get a deep ball opportunity, and I want to see him get one like jet sweep or a carry attempt. I want to see the quickness. I want to see the speed. I want to see the acceleration when he's going down the field, when he catches a screen, or when he's coming off a jet sweep. If I see all three of those things, and I'm a big eye test guy, and I come away with that as, oh shit, this kid can move, that's where I'm going to get really, really excited. We still got 3 more names to get to here, but you know what? I do want to give some honorable mentions because I think a lot of surface-level Raider fans don't watch preseason, but true diehard fans, they do. They want to see how the third strings are doing, the fourth string guys are doing. So here's some honorable mentions out there. I want to see how McClendon Curtis and Dalton Wagner, both UDFAs, how they look. What about the right guard battle? Greg Van Roten and Natane Moody. I mean, that's going to be battling it out with Alex Bars. Michael Mayer, the rookie tight end. Matthew Butler, second-year guy. Another UDFA and Drake Thomas. 2 more corners in Sam Webb and Tyler Hall. And then the rookie Chris Smith, the safety out of Georgia. But wait, I'm also going to show these names. McDaniels was kind of weird last year. He played Jacobs in the Hall of Fame game, but didn't play many starters. This is my list of if they play, I'm going to end up watching them. So, no, everyone's going to watch Garoppolo. He's not going to play, though. Renfro Myers, Devontae, Max Crosby. I would love to know if Marcus Peters is going to play, because if he is, I might rank him a little bit higher. Epps, Diablo, Merrick, Chandler Jones. No real surprising names here. It's just if they're on the field, I'm going to freaking watch them. Now, before I get into those final 3 names, if you hate the 49ers, and I mean, it's just like that rivalry, hit that like button right now because we're doing a battle, and I'm talking a battle of the Bay here on YouTube. Raiders report, 49ers report. I need to know if you got my back, and I'll know by you if you like this video. Let's go to number 3 here, Zamir White. When I asked this question beginning of the live show, a lot of people said Zamir, and I get it. For selfish reasons, like fantasy football-wise, yeah, I want to see how Zamir looks. But does Zamir White look ready to carry a workload? Like in a worst-case scenario where Josh Jacobs doesn't play, like is McDaniels and Ziegler going to be confident, like, all right, yeah, we can give this young man here 200 carries? Because if he looks great, that's going to put a lot more pressure on Josh Jacobs. I have been asked, hey, Mitch, should the Raiders go after this running back? Should they go after this running back to turn up the heat on Jacobs? The person that can turn up the heat the most on Jacobs is Zamir. And if he goes out there and he looks like a damn good running back, if I'm Jacobs, I'm like, oh, shit, I better get my ass back into training camp. And the most important is, how does he look in pass protection? Because we could talk about Zamir being able to run between the tackles. We could talk about him being able to catch the football. But when you got a quarterback like Jimmy Garoppolo, the Raiders aren't going to put Zamir out there if he's a huge liability in the passing game. Now, don't get me wrong, you're going to put Amir Abdul out there. Brandon Bolden's going to be out there as well in those third down situations. But if you want to be a true bell cow back in this league and you want to make your team forget about the guy that just had over 2,000 total yards, you better be able to pass protect because that's going to get you exposed real quick with your head coaches. Let's go to number 2 here on my list. It's Jakorian Bennett. I can't wait to see what Bennett looks like. I mean, when you think about how much hype has been around the Raiders training camp, especially on the defensive side of the football, you can't talk about the Raiders defense this offseason, especially training camp, without mentioning the 4th-round pick who the Raiders traded up to get. And right now, he is the front runner to start this season next to Marcus Peters. It's going to be Peters and Bennett on the outside, Nate Hobbs in at the slot. And he looks like the real deal, man. But how's that going to translate to a game? You can be a great practice player. You know how many people care? This many. Because if you can't produce on Sundays, if you can't produce when the lights are on, it does not matter. And you guys know how high I am on Duke Shelley. I love me some Duke Shelley. But if Bennett's better than Shelley, and Shelley can be that 4th-string corner to be that depth piece, man, this Raiders defense might actually be taking a turn for the best. Which means, drum roll please, the number 1 player that I am most excited to watch against the 49ers it's Aidan O'Connell, and he's the quarterback. That's why I'm excited to watch him. This is more to do with the quarterback position than anything else. He's going to be rocking number 4. Of course I'm excited to see a quarterback with the number 4 taking over for Derek Carr. But I am a big believer that the Raiders, McDaniels and Ziegler, look at O'Connell as the future. They look at him as the franchise quarterback to take over for Jimmy Garoppolo next season. Does he look like that guy? Can he pass the eye test? Is the accuracy, and maybe even more importantly, the ability to throw guys open as good as reported? Because when you hear coaches talk, quarterback coaches talk, the quarterback coach for Aidan O'Connell works with Mahomes, and he said that O'Connell is the most accurate quarterback that he's ever worked with. His ability to throw guys open is the best that he's ever seen. I want to see if that is actually the case, and I get it. You might not get it in week 1, but if you're really going to be that good, you step on that field, and if you're a gamer, how does it look? Can you command the Josh McDaniels offense when he's in the huddle and there's tough situations? Are those other players looking at him saying, we believe in this guy? All of that weighs very heavily in finding a true franchise quarterback, and that's what I'm going to be watching with Aidan O'Connell. So let's wrap this thing up here real quick. Again, my top 10 players that I am most excited to watch against the 49ers. And, man, I could have added a lot of other names to this list, right? We're going to be live for the entire game. The game starts, I believe, at 3 p.m. Central Time, 4 p.m. Eastern. So we'll be live an hour before kickoff. Jeremy Chuggs and I, we're going to try to treat this like an Oakland tailgate, man. We're going to be getting wild. We're going to be getting crazy. Hopefully y'all got your drinking pants on. I'm going to be eating a lot of food. My last question is this. I know there's going to be people like, Mitch, I can't believe you forgot that name. There's probably a name I did forget. It wouldn't surprise me. So I'll know this. If you made it to the very, very end of the show, give me a name that I left off my list. I'll go through. I'll see the names. We'll record them. I would definitely appreciate it. If you take time out of your day to watch, I'll take time to go down in the comments. Cheers to the nation. Hopefully you're there. Sunday, Raiders, 49ers here on the Raiders Report. All right, who did I leave off my list? Let me know. Robert Jansen says Epps. I mean, he was in my if he's playing dud list type of thing.
And
Byron Young is, I don't know if Byron Young's going to play. So that's why he didn't make it.
I did want to say one thing. As some of y'all might know, executive producer Sam Brown,
I'm listening.
he's been an absolute trooper today.
Oh,
He
dude.
hurt his foot. He's been battling through it all day. He is an absolute warrior. So everybody get some Sams down in the comments. What a stud. Coming into work. He hurt his foot.
Trooper
He's
Sam.
a real one.
Trooper Sam.
Look at it. Right there.
Wow.
Right there.
You can still type F Sam. It's all right.
Hey, what an absolute trooper.
Oh, fuck, we lost?
Yeah, dude. It was a brutal game.
Brutal game. Whoever did the sim, F that guy.
Yeah, seriously. F Chuggs or F Sam? Because I think you would lose that vote.
All right, F Chuggs or F Sam? Let me know.
It's going to be Sam.
I don't think it would. After that game, I don't know. I do not know. It'll be close.
You got one. Yeah. Robert Jansen so far is the only one.
It's weird because before this, Robert was my biggest fan.
After
Oh,
that
he's my
game,
biggest fan.
Lord Buddy Bear. Yeah, it's pretty split right now. F Chuggs and F Sam from Lord Only Dan. All right, fair enough. Somebody said Michael Mayer. He was also in my honorable mentions list. I'm excited to see Mayer, obviously. But
Hey.
there are other players like more roster bubble
way to
guys.
be a trooper, Sam.
More roster bubble guys that I figured because it's the preseason, I was going to rank them a little bit higher. Coming up next here on the Raiders Report, we got some news and rumors to get into. The Raiders worked out 3 running backs today. We'll talk about them. The Raiders worked out 4 players yesterday. We'll talk about them. I got a trade idea that I would love for McDaniels and Ziegler to at least throw out to a certain NFL team. Okay, Jeremy's going to go take a leak, and then when he gets back, we'll talk about an update here on Jaylon Smith. We'll give you an update on Troy Hill, and we'll give you an update on Ronnie Harrison because I've had a lot of fans ask me about those 3 players, and I got a little bit of an update on them. So we'll talk about all 3 of those guys. But, hey, in the meantime, Robert says shot clock. I made Jeremy drink before, and I'm not going to drink today, so I'm not going to play shot clock now. If you guys want to try it with Chuggs, I can't guarantee anything. He didn't give you the deal. What up, Clay Green? What up, Mitch and Chuggs? Caught the live stream. Raiders! All right, after the jersey, Venthrak was over 2 hundo and supered another 3 hundo. That's another boot, another jersey, and a gong from Jansen. Well, we've done 2 gongs today. Jeremy's already done 2 boots, so we're all caught up. We're good. I know Robert's like the what's like the statistician? I don't know. The guy that keeps track of everything. That's like Robert's like main job here. Sean, what up, man? What up, PG? What up, Lord Buddy Bear? Huge shout out to Rebel Montana. If you want a shout out here on the Raiders Report while we wait for Chuggs to get back from the bathroom, hey, spam Raiders right now. Robert, how about from yesterday? I'm pretty sure we're all caught up from yesterday too. I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure we are. Robert Jansen wants a boot. Zalesbo, what up, girl? What up, Clay? What up, Jeremy? Appreciate you tuning in, my guy. Red Eye Nation. All right, I got you. William Scott, Raiders all day. DPTHRTLVR. What does that stand for? Leonard Hunter. Irvin Gutierrez. Aggressive Master Raider. Irvin Clay. Appreciate all of y'all tuning in. Once Jeremy gets back from his bathroom break, we're going to be talking about the latest news and rumors going on here around the silver and black. If you already missed it, we did do our Madden simulation earlier on today's show. And then we just went through our top Raiders to watch in their first preseason game against the San Francisco 49ers. After that, or after today's news and rumors, I will head on out of here, and then I will be back live again on Thursday for the Raiders' final game. For the Raiders' final game against the Denver Broncos in the Madden Sim. Chuggs, while you were gone, I ran a few sims here, and I think at the end of the show, we could probably show everybody where the rankings are. Do the Raiders have a chance? Let me see real quick here. If you could hop up on screen, I'll get the AFC playoff picture. I'll send it to you. You can make it, and then we'll get into news and rumors, and then we'll show the AF playoff picture at the end. Cool? What? No, at the end. Not at news and rumors. I'm saying like at the end of the show.
I thought you meant like as a part of news and rumors.
Oh, no.
The latest news coming out of Raiders Madden Sims. Scale it 1 to 10. How mad are you at me right now? Scale it 1 to 10. 10, you're pissed off. You're Robert Jansen level mad. 1, you love me more than anything. I'm hoping to see a lot of 1s. Scale it 1 to 10. How mad are you at me right now? 15 from DP. 1 from Trevor. There we go. Gage is an 8. Sean is at 100 billion. Red Eye Nation 10. WTF Chuggs. Jeremy Cole 6 to 9, 6.9. Nice. Tadashi K 1. You're a real one. Buddy Bear. I missed the game, so 2. Love you, Buddy Bear. Lord Buddy Bear. My bad. Robert's at a 5. Aggressive Master Raider at a 0. Juan Hernandez is at 100 billion. Juan Hernandez 100. Edgar's at a 10. PG's at a 1. Love you, PG. Dave McFarland's at a 420. Hey, I just want to let y'all know, at the end of this sim, I was really hoping the Raiders were going to win it. And the thing that sealed it for me that I was like, I gotta go through with this game is that Hunter Renfrow fumbled the ball to end the game. Because I'm trying to make this somewhat realistic. That is the most realistic ending to a game because it literally happened last year. That's how the Cardinals game ended. Oh, yeah? Mitch is running the numbers. All right. Oh.
Once you make it, I'll put it up on. Obviously, you put it up on screen. It's
who do the Chargers play next week?
The Chiefs. So this is the way that it goes. So
here, let me put you on screen.
Yep.
I can make this really quick now.
Yeah, I was gonna say make it real quick. So Jeremy's gonna make the AFC playoff picture graphic real quick for our Madden Sim season. And there is a chance that the Raiders get in. There is a chance that the Raiders get in. Basically, they have to win. If they do not win, they have no chance to get in. But they also need a team to lose. Yeah. Well, that's the way that the Jets beat the Bengals earlier this year, so they had the tiebreaker there. It's kind of a wonky all-around mess now, this AFC playoff picture. Yeah, Madden apparently loves the New York Jets, which is still crazy because the Raiders beat the Chiefs and they beat the Jets. They're actually going to be the top two teams right now sitting in this AFC playoff picture. So, I don't know what is going to happen with this Raiders-Broncos game. If this was the actual playoffs, this would be insane. I mean, but then again, like when you go through and you look at how talented some of these AFC teams are, I don't know, like it's not that far-fetched to me. Like if you would have told me that every team in the AFC that makes the playoffs, like the Chargers are a good team, the Ravens are a good team, Buffalo's a good team, Jacksonville's a good team, the Raiders are a good team, Miami's a good team. There's a lot of unknowns here. Like you go back and you look at some of these games, like the Raiders beat the Chiefs, they beat the Jets, but they lost to Buffalo. They lost and beat the Chargers 1-1, and then losing to that game to Miami, that's like the one that's really sticking out. And now that Colts game is even sticking out more. So here we go. Here is the current, wait a minute. Get that Jets logo in there, and then we are golden. Yeah, this is close, man. That'll do it. That'll do it. Okay, so here is the updated look here at the AFC playoff picture for Madden. So the Chiefs are the number 1 seed, and if they beat the Chargers, they get that number 1 seed. Here's the way that the Raiders get in. If the Chargers lose and the Raiders win, they're in. They're in. Miami, because the Dolphins lost this past week. Josh Chuggs or Jeremy McDaniels. That's funny. Miami, they go up against Buffalo. So Miami. So you want the Chiefs and the Bills to win. And if the Chargers lose and the Raiders win because of the AFC record, that would put the Raiders in. Dude, so basically if you beat Denver, that's up to you. Run one sim, man. So there is still a chance. There is still a chance that the Raiders get in. Here is the AFC playoff picture for Madden. That game's going to be on Thursday, so set a reminder. Raiders win, and I am hoping that they get in. But what I will end up doing is after the Raiders game against the Broncos, we'll run a simulation, not like a live simulation, not like the whole game, but I'll run the sim here on my computer, and I'll tell you whether or not they get in. Or do I run the simulation beforehand? Before?
Before.
Okay, because if the Chargers win, then that game don't mean anything.
Oh, then after.
Okay. And that's my only worry. I don't know. Fair enough. So you're telling me there's a chance. Justin Blackburn, I'm telling you there's a chance. I'm telling you there's a chance. It's going to be interesting, man.
Wow. What a season.
What a freaking season. Chance to get into the playoffs.
It's almost off season.
Almost.
Do we sim the draft?
Free agency would be wild. Dude, it would be pretty insane.
Harrison.
All right, let's get into today's news and rumors, and then we got to get the hell out of here.
Yeah.
Oh, then we got to get on out of here. Hopefully that's okay with all y'all. All right, here we go. So Raiders news and rumors coming up today. We got a lot of updates to get into, and then after that, we are going to skedaddle on out of here. Again, huge shout-out to Venthrak for being an absolute legend today, donating a jersey also to Queen Sarah Auto. So, coming up right now, news, rumors around the silver and black. Coming up on today's show, what's the latest on Troy Hill? Jaylon Smith and Ronnie Harrison. I'm here to tell you that there is still a chance that the Raiders sign all three of those players, but what exactly needs to happen? The Raiders worked out 4 players on Monday, and they worked out 3 running backs today. I'll tell you all of those names, and then I got a trade idea that I wish McDaniels and Ziegler would see right now because I really think that they should offer it to a certain team. So the Raiders signings are maybe going to be coming here. The Las Vegas Raiders, they've worked out a lot of players in these recent days. However, there's been 3 names that I'll continuously get asked about. Troy Hill, Jaylon Smith, Ronnie Harrison, safety, linebacker, and cornerback. But depending on how the defense looks this upcoming game against the San Francisco 49ers, could determine whether or not certain players get signed. Essentially, I was told by a source that the Raiders are going to be scouting the cornerback spot, the linebacker spot, the safety spot, and I'll get into which players they are exactly. And if they play well, you're probably not going to get signings. If they don't play well, that's where some of these players might end up getting signed. So let's first talk about Troy Hill here, who I'm just noticing this tattoo. This is a wild-looking tattoo here. And Troy Hill came in on a visit on July 24th. That was actually the same day him and Marcus Peters came in, and they're pretty good friends. Las Vegas likes his versatility. They like his ability that he can play inside corner, and he can also play outside, so that versatility is going to go a very long way. If the Raiders' defensive backs, if they struggle against San Francisco, then that's going to be a little bit more reason why they could go out and sign Hill. I'll admit, out of the 3 players that I mentioned here, Hill's probably the least likely that the Raiders would end up signing, but just keep it expected if Faison is also out longer than expected. So the Raiders don't expect him to be out too long, but they know that he's going to miss some time. If they get some extra information that says, hey, man, he's going to be out even longer, that's another reason why they could go out and try to get Hill. So the top players that I'm watching against the San Francisco 49ers that could directly impact Troy Hill, it's David Long Jr., Sam Webb, Amik Robertson, and Tyler Hall. These 4 players are the guys that really could determine whether or not a guy like Hill ends up signing with this team. The reason why Jakorian Bennett, Marcus Peters, Nate Hobbs, they don't really have an implication here because they're up here, where then that's a tier break, and now there's that next level of cornerbacks. When you don't have a guy like Faison, a player that this team was relying on to bring some of that toughness and veteran leadership, that's something that's definitely going to impact this Raiders defense. So these are the players to watch for Troy Hill. Coming up next here on the Raiders Report, we got updates on Jaylon Smith and also Ronnie Harrison. But a friendly reminder that we are going to be live on Sunday, Raiders 49ers watch party here on the Raiders Report, and we're going to get started an hour before kickoff. So set that reminder on your phone and make sure those notifications are turned on, because as soon as we go live, we're getting the party started. We also have a battle with our 49ers channel here at Chat Sports of who can get the most subscribers starting on Monday, so yesterday, running all the way up to Sunday game time. If these 2 teams are going to battle on the field, guess what? I'm going to battle here on YouTube. So we're going to do a Super Chat battle on Sunday, and I want to show our 49ers channel who really still owns the Bay. So hit that subscribe button and join us for a absolutely wild competition on Sunday. Let's now talk about Ronnie Harrison. He came in for a visit on August 2nd with the Silver and Black, and Patrick Graham believes that he has a role for him, and what do I mean by that exactly? If you go back and watch my show I did on Harrison, it's essentially they look for versatility, right? They look for I'm going to use this comp, Jabril Peppers mold, where it's a guy who can play in the box, somebody who's not as great at covering, good tackler, gives you some of that toughness, but can play a few different roles. And the name that I continue to throw out there, and I literally thought of it when I was doing the show on Harrison, was he's Carl Joseph. Like, if you don't know a lot about Ronnie Harrison, he's basically Carl Joseph. He would add more competition to camp. He could be a good special teams player, and the fact that he could add competition, I'm not saying he would make the 53-man roster, but if you can add competition right now to this part of the offseason, that's what McDaniels and Ziegler are definitely looking for, and then also Patrick Graham. So the players that I'm watching very closely that could impact Harrison are the safeties, right? It's not going to be Marcus Epps. It's not going to be Trevon Merrick. These are the 2 names. These are the 2 names that weigh the most heavily with Harrison. Yeah, Roger Teamer and Jaquan Johnson, they might have a little bit of impact. Johnson, by far the least amount compared to these 3 players. But Teamer, special teams guy, strong safety. It comes down to these 2 names. If these 2 players play well, I do not think that Ronnie Harrison will ever be repping that Silver and Black. Let's go to the final name here, Jaylon Smith. He also worked out on August 2nd, and he's also played in Patrick Graham's defense before, back with the New York Giants in 2021. He's a good run stopper, but I'll be honest with y'all, he just doesn't move very well sideline to sideline anymore since sustaining that knee injury. Does he offer good competition? Yes. Does he offer a good run stopper? Yes. Does he offer you a veteran leader who also knows the Patrick Graham defense that can potentially help out some of these younger linebackers? The answer to all those questions is yes, but he can't cover, so I will always get a little bit nervous. In terms of who am I watching, you should watch the entire linebacker group. Like, Divine Diablo, Robert Spillane are the top 2 LBs, and that's probably going to be the top 2 linebackers that get the most playing time this upcoming season. But after that, Luke Masterson, UDFA. Amari Burney, they drafted him. He's going to have to prove himself. I can't wait to see Drake Thomas, Darian Butler, Curtis Bolton. Apparently has been looking better on top of that. Every single Raiders linebacker could have an impact on whether or not they sign Jaylon Smith. So we just went through, we talked about Troy Hill. We talked about Smith. We talked about Ronnie Harrison. Here's going to be the number one question that I want every single person to answer when they watch this video. If you could pick only one player to sign, who would you pick? Troy Hill, Jaylon Smith, Ronnie Harrison? My answer after this YouTube ad break. If I had to rank them, this would be the way that I would rank them. I would put Jaylon Smith at number 1, and it's not because I think Smith's by far the best player on this list, because him and Troy Hill might actually be the better player, but in terms of what we need more, we need a linebacker more than we need a corner. Also, on top of that, I'll take a veteran leader that's already played in Patrick Graham's defense that can bring some of that swagger, and Jaylon Smith will be able to do that. So I would have Jaylon Smith at number 1, Troy Hill at number 2, Ronnie Harrison at number 3. Coming up next here on the show, the Raiders, man, they've been working out a bunch, and I mean a bunch of players. 3 running backs today, 4 players yesterday. I'll tell you who those players are and what I think about them. But first, man, we're bringing back an OG sponsor here. And if you're looking for the number 1 sports book out there, if you're like, Mitch, I like to bet on Raiders games. Mitch, I like to bet on NFL games. Mitch, I want to bet on the AFC West. Man, I got the hell of best freaking deal on the internet right now. If you go to chatsports.com/Raiders and then you use promo code Raiders125, you're going to get a 125% deposit bonus. Mitch, what does that mean? It means if you put down $100 and it's your first time deposit, you get $125 for free to bet with. So $100, you're basically getting $225 to bet with. If you ask me, that's a hell of a deal. Now, the last time I checked the AFC West odds, and I get it, Raiders are down there, plus 1,400. But guess what? If you risk $10 on the Raiders to win the AFC West, you win $140. I see people, the amount of $100 super chats we get on this show, put down $100 for a chance to win $1,400. I know it's far-fetched, but you know what? Crazy shit happens all the freaking time in the NFL. And over the past 2 seasons, the Raiders have been picked to finish last. And yet, they haven't finished last. So go put your money where your mouth is at chatsports.com/Raiders. Promo code is Raiders125. All right, let's now go to the next thing. Coming up here on today's show, more player workouts here. And the Raiders worked out 4 names, and I laugh a little bit because some of the names that the Raiders have been bringing in on workouts, I like to play a game of, is that a real person or not? We talked a little bit about Dakota Allen yesterday on the show. He's a tight end. He did play a little bit of quarterback in college, but he offers you some versatility. And from all the names that you're about to see, this is the guy that they're the most interested in from what I'm told. I'm not going to act like I know who Nakia Griffin-Stewart is. He's played in 2 games before, came from Pittsburgh, and they worked out some tight ends. They worked out some defensive backs, so you got another tight end right here. Vernon Scott, 14 tackles, 2 tackles for loss. I actually did hear some good things about him from past people that I've talked to. He went to college at TCU. And then, this is another top name, Armani Watts, 58 tackles, 3 tackles for loss, 2 PBUs throughout his career. Did play for the Kansas City Chiefs, so that's who the Raiders worked out yesterday. The Raiders, they worked out 3 running backs today, and I laughed because I'm like, Isaiah Bowser, Stevie Scott, and Antonio Williams. When I talked about this when I was live earlier on today's show, people were like, oh, what does that mean for Jacobs? This has absolutely positively nothing to do with Jacobs, and it only means that they're trying to get their running backs ready for the first preseason game. Remember, the Raiders do not have Austin Walter. He is done for the season. And there's also some stories and rumors out there that Britton Brown is currently battling some injury. So that means it's only Brandon Bolden, Amir Abdullah, Zamir White, and then Sincere McCormick. They want to work with some more running backs. That way there's no more injuries to that unit. So if the Raiders do end up signing one of these backs, it's literally just to get them through that first preseason game. The final thing that we're going to talk about here is a trade that I think that the Raiders should make. And I'm a big person where I like deals, right? I like deals where if I see a yard sale, I'll stop by. Why? I might be able to find something cheap. And I think the Raiders would be really smart here to go pick up the phone, call the Atlanta Falcons, and say, hey, I see you guys lost Jeff Okudah, not for the entire season. Also, Clark Phillips III, he was carted off the field on practice on Tuesday. We still don't have the severity of that injury. But Jeff Okudah and Clark Phillips, that's two corners. One plays on the outside, one played on the inside. I would call Atlanta and say, hey, are you guys interested in a corner? And the reason why I do that is because if this team plans on only keeping 6 corners, that means a guy like, I don't know, a David Long Jr. and Amik Robertson, somebody that probably could make a 53-man roster, doesn't end up making it. So here's the deal that I'm going to do. I'm going to offer you Amik Robertson for a 7th-round pick. It kind of sucks taking that deal because I know Amik's been practicing well. I know he's been working with the ones in training camp. But the reason why I'm not going to buy it is because Lester Cotton worked with the ones the entire offseason, didn't make the 53-man. So what if they're trying to do the exact same thing here with Robertson? On top of that, Atlanta has been a team that has negotiated with the Raiders in the past and hasn't been afraid to take a chance on a 2020 draft pick. Last season, or 2 seasons ago, whatever it is, the Raiders traded Bryan Edwards to who? The Atlanta Falcons. So here's the idea that I would cook up, but I would only do it if the Raiders know deep down that they're not going to keep Amik Robertson. You make this trade, and maybe you can keep a Sam Webb guy instead. All I'm trying to do is, instead of just cutting a player, trading him away, getting an extra draft pick. That way you can make an extra move following season. So here's my trade idea. Would you make this move? The Raiders, they get a 7th-round pick in 2024. The Atlanta Falcons get Amik Robertson at cornerback. Now, that's all the time I got for you guys today. We appreciate every single crazy one of y'all. Especially, shout out to Venthrak, because Venthrak went absolutely balls to the wall today. And if you see Venthrak down in the comments of any of our shows this week, make sure you salute that man for being a wild one. If you have any other questions or comments, I'll do my best also to keep you guys up to date on all my social media, Twitter, X, whatever the hell it's called now, and then also on Instagram at Mitchell Renz 365. The next time I'll be live is on Thursday, Raiders-Broncos Madden Week 18 Simulation. If the Raiders win, there's a chance that they're in. However, the Chargers have to lose to the Kansas City Chiefs in order for that to happen. We'll see what ends up going down, but hopefully you join us live for Thursday. And don't worry, we're going to get wild on that day. So hit that subscribe button and turn on those notifications. What up?
What up?
All right, that's all the time we got today.
We were going to stay a lot longer, but, you know, Tony Martin doesn't want us to stay, so.
Tony wants us to go?
Yeah, Tony said go.
All right, we'll get out of here then. So here's what we're going to do.
Sorry. So we were going to stay, but Tony wanted to leave.
No, we will get wild on Thursday, because Thursday is going to be our new happy hour during the regular season, because once the season does get underway, Chuggs and I are off Friday and Saturday, and then we'll be back on Sunday.
Robert, I know you want us to stay.
So no more live shows on Friday.
Tony made us leave, though.
He's just egging you on. Don't worry. All right, y'all. That's all the time we got. Again, from the bottom of my heart, Venthrak. Absolute legendary performance today. Shout out to all the real ones that always tune in and always watch our shows. To the great Brandon Jasper Tuna, even though Raider Ron didn't tune in, anytime I get a chance to rep the all-time GOAT, I'm happy to do so. So from me, from Jeremy Chuggs, we'll see you guys live Thursday here on the Raiders Report.